T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
LadyChann! Fight!
Me. Yo, hey girl, it's LadyChann, nonetheless, and welcome to, hang on, let's get this buzzing. I keep forgetting to get the wire. And welcome to, where are we? We are at the weekly wrap-up Shiggity Show. Kaboom. We're in the booties. That's right. Shani is back, guys. Hope you've had a glorious day and continue to do so under my tutelage. Whether you're watching me or not, we're gonna rock out for a couple hours on this show. So members only roll call. Kaboom. All right. Ding, 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 ding. What up, girl? How could I forget? Okie dokes. Let me get the members only up. Got a little frog in my throat. Froggy, there's a frog in my... No, there's a pocket. Dear Liza. Yeah, I don't know about them old school tunes. If you don't, maybe you're a bit too young to be watching me. I want to say happy birthday to my firstborn. Love you, Maish. It was her birthday yesterday. I also want to say happy birthday to Shane Mosley Jr. in the Buddhism. It's his birthday today, 33 years young. Shouts out to the birthday kids. Happy birthday to them. All right, so let's go. Dub right side in the Buddhism. Breaking boxing in the Buddhism. Donald Banks 2P in the Buddhism. Stephen T in the Buddhism. Zara K in the Buddhism. Queen, my sister Lisa Bales in the Buddhism. Nesta Bedford. Trying to put me up. Nesta Bedford, what up, Nesta? Retro boxing and documentaries. What up, blood? What up, gangster? Consolery in the Buddhism. This one's giving me mass problems. Un momento, por favor. No, it wants to be rude and interrupt us on our members only roll call. Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano. In the Buddhism. Harlem's Finest, my sister Artinolette in the Buddhism. D-Star Boxing, mi hermano también in the edificio. AJLJ in the Buddhism. Charlo in the Buddhism. King TJ, RIP in the Buddhism. Aplauda el primero in the edificio. Ya te sabes. And Wales's finest, last but not least, is Dr. P in the Buddhism. Dr. Paul. Hope you're doing fine and dandy, sir. So if you would like to become a member of the Channaholics, you know what to do. Come and click that membership link. Yeah.
Me bar rat-a-tat-a-tat-a brain splatter. What's the matter? Just start a down time on the body. Try scatter. Please pattering up all over your body. Now you bruise and batter. Tap shatter. You never should have Allah.
You never should have Allah. That's right. Look like a goody-goody. It's like a Jesus party going on here. Looking a little goody-goody. I don't know if I'm looking a bit too goody-goody. Because I'm supposed to... I'll make sure everything remains raw. Oh yeah, let me get the lip gloss on. All of my people were Liddy again. Liddy again, Liddy again. All right, let's go. Because we're going to get lit now. It's time to get lit. It's time to chop it up about this sport. We have had some... this weekend, let's just call it right. It was knockout weekend. People's souls left the booties. People's O's left the booties. People's W's into the booties. Anyway, so I'm introducing, introducing. It's Kenny Ken and AJ all day. It's Alex. Ding, 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 ding. What up, guys? Nice
Hello,
to see
hello, Alex. Long time.
Go ahead,
long
Ken.
time. Been on the following
I
the
know,
Arsenal
you've been on the old footy, ain't ya? It's my fault because I haven't been able to do Mondays. Listen, what did I see happen in football the other day? There's something monumental.
No, something sad's happened. No, so a player at the Luton Bournemouth game, Alan had cardiac arrest. He actually collapsed 7 months before in a playoff game with a heart defect.
He died this time.
No, he's still alive, but he had cardiac arrest during a match. So he's undergoing tests. He's
he can't play no more. He needs to stop playing. He needs to stop playing.
Well, I don't know. There have been players who come back from it. You know, there's one player's playing for Man United, so it can happen. But if it's a situation where he's had surgery in his heart in May, come back, and collapsed again. Well, that's to do with it. That's up to him, and that he's going to need 2 doctors' opinions, plus he's going to need advice from his club and their insurance. But he's 29, he's got a lot of years left. It's about getting him forward.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to keep having cardiac arrests on the pitch, it's probably not the best place for you to be because third time might not be so lucky. Do you know what I mean?
True.
I mean,
that's something I'm looking to, but
traumatized like that. Like it's going to take people's eyes off of him as a football player, but watching him to see if it's all right. It's a bit traumatizing if you know that you could potentially keep seeing a guy have a cardiac arrest every time he's on the pitch. May not be the sport for you because I mean, if that happened in boxing, you wouldn't pass medical and you'd have to leave. Yeah, you would.
I think with him, I think the situation is that depends on the situation because one guy had a pacemaker fitted in and he's still playing. So
and now he's all right with a pacemaker. Yeah.
So it could happen, but you know, the situation is that there's no doesn't matter how many ECGs you do. ECGs do not pick up heart defects. You have to have the attack or the pain. Then they know something's wrong. That's the sad thing about heart.
Yeah.
Sad, you know what I mean?
Until it goes wrong, that's when they know. Or if it looks really, really bad. Yeah, I know.
You know what it is? A lot of sportsmen have got enlarged hearts because of the amount of activity they do in training and high density. So when they do retire, you know, that is going to be an issue. And you can live with a slightly enlarged heart because of your fitness.
Yeah.
So you can live. It's when it fails, then we've got a problem.
Then you've got Houston. We have a problem. Yeah. Wow. Hopefully speedy recovery for him as well. And there was also another story. Something happened in footy I forget what it was. It was something I was like, can't wait to mention this to Kenny. And it's now slipped my mind that you're right, AJ.
Hey, I'm here. Just
having a listen. How are you?
I'm good. Happy Monday. Hope y'all are well.
Yeah, we good in the hood. We here. Yeah, sorry, my little tardiness, but yeah, it's just getting things all sorted and
good. Good.
You know, to landing from the airport and stuff. So yeah, it was
By the way, Chad, my photo is not showing up. I'm just gonna reboot and come back. Okay.
Okay, no worries. I'm just gonna do some housework over here as well and get the guys. Can you get the lights up, please? Please. Yeah, get the lights up and click as you come in. It does not cost you anything to do so. You know that, right? So, you know, come on now. Because I don't know, sometimes people are like, no, we ain't clicking the like, son. Not clicking the like, kid. You know what I mean? And how some people stay, but hey ho. Let me see. Let's have a go. Let's go round here. And then we are going to put this. Kenny Ken, there was so much. No, I was going to say football. There was so much boxing. I didn't even. I tried to consume as much as I could, but I was on the.
You wait till this weekend. You wait till this weekend.
Huh?
You wait till this weekend.
I know that's going to be wicked. The Saudi. I can't wait. Hang on. I'm a silent hater. Okay, let's go. Kaboom. Okay, so we are in order. We're in order now. Okay. Yeah, click the like, please. Like Sister Bales is saying. Get those likes up. Get those likes up. Step your game up. Step your game up and get them lights up. So we are going to start. Have I got paper and pen even? Yeah. Hey, everybody in the chiggly chat. Hey, buddies. Okay, so too much stuff on the desk, Kenny Ken. You know, the more space you clear, the more stuff you start to fill the space with. I wonder if this works, because these pens never work. I have the worst pen game. Trust me. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's see if we're up on game here, Kenny Ken. If we've got a good pen that works. Oh yes, rather than my boys. These must have been the missing pens. Okie dokes. I'm waiting for AJ to come in. You're in the chat. Get your wares up. Is he in the chat or is that old? Yeah, you in the chat, Jack.
And I'm back. I'm back, Jack.
No, it's okie dokes, Jack. All right. So we will be starting. Obviously, we're going to start with the Sonny Edwards cars. You have to remind me we're at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity word. Right, we're here. We're in the booty.
Test your might. Test your luck.
Okie dokes. So let's start.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. So
Queen is first.
the Queen is first. Okay. So the beginning of what? Give me the rundown of the first part of the card, because of the Sonny Edwards card.
Okay. Let's see. There was some prelims. Actually, one of Eddie Hearn's fighters that he signed. I didn't see this, but a guy by the name of Peter McGrail. He got knocked out in the fifth. The guy he just signed, who was an Olympian.
Knockout City this weekend, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
But let me pull the card up right quick. Just give me a second.
We want to start. So Sonny is obviously the main. Sonny Eduardo.
Words, yada yada. Okay.
Rodriguez.
Then. Okay, so the fights that were part of the main card was Peter McGrail, who was undefeated, got knocked out. Then MJ Medaliev. We watched that one.
Let's start there. He was fighting. MJ was fighting Gonzalez or
Kevin Gonzalez, unbeaten, 26-0, 13 KOs, 1 draw. That was a WBA title eliminator. It was, I believe. So
Yeah, I'm on the road to collecting belts. Oops,
Yeah, so he wants to get back. He wants that Inoue rematch. Nice.
WBA, not the WBO. Yeah, I'm collecting.
But I bet.
belts.
I mean, but it's funny because like this particular fight kind of caught my eye because he's coming off a loss. He lost his belts, but now he's fighting in an eliminator, and I think this should be the prerequisite for every fighter who comes off a loss, even if they lose their belts. And I'm especially talking about
Who did
PBC
them
fighter.
lose to?
Oh, he lost to Tapales earlier this year. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, he did. And I see Tapales ain't he on a.
he's fighting Inoue next. He's fighting Inoue next.
Going to be fighting
Inoue at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just his name. I was like, hey, they're the same geezer. Oh God, yeah. Tapales be busy. Okay, so yeah, that's for undisputed. So okay, so that resulted in. So with that fight, I'm not sure if you saw that fight, Ken, the Medalyev.
It was the co-main.
It was the
I set the alarm. I set the alarm for the Sunny fight because I was out. Because the thing is, I was. You can see what I've got is Beecham's cold and flu, so I've had that for the last few days. So
you've been ill,
so,
been poorly.
Yeah, so I went to the. I'm feeling better now, but I said to myself, right, I'm gonna watch as much of the football as I can, and then set the alarm for the Sunny fight. So I saw that, and I thought, I saw that. I did hear about McGrill, the Scouse fight, McGrill. I heard he got battered. Yeah.
There was multitudes of knockouts, mate. The knockouts were plenty, but we're gonna
Eddie happy. Eddie loves knockout. Eddie loves stoppages in his cards.
I know. It was every weight category though, just across the board, even other cards. Like not even just the matchroom, the zone cards. It was like the Showtime card. With Chris Colbert that knocked the fight out. That was wild. That was super wild. As soon as I come on there, I start sniffling. Okay, so MJ, go ahead, AJ.
Okay, so I never saw Kevin Gonzalez fight before, but I still went with MJ to win, regardless. By stoppage or points. The fight was pretty competitive early on. I'd say Gonzalez giving a good account, but then the levels just showed up. I mean, MJ just really broke through. I think he hurt him. I think maybe he dropped him. He dropped him several times in the mid rounds, maybe 2 or 3 times. Then he finally got him out of there. He got him out of there in the 8th. I thought he could have done it a lot sooner. He really needs to work on his finishing.
His finishing. That's what we said. Yeah. I mean, once he started to get in his rhythm. He got in his rhythm, but it took him a little minute. And I said, he was bouncing the dude off the canvas, like. But
it was like, is the ref going to stop it or what, man? Like,
we was like, what's going on? I'm getting come. You know what? We soon done. But we was like, what's going on? But shouts out to Gonzalez. He was like,
tough guy. He tried. Tough guy.
You to keep getting up and up.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
The guy was a trooper. The guy was a fucking trooper.
But props to MJ. He got the stoppage. He got it done, and he's back in title contention. I mean, but I was just saying earlier that I wish that they would make all fighters do this because several instances, like just PBC fighters in particular, it's like. Or if a promoter has enough class, like they lose their title, then immediately in their next fight, they get another title shot. Like, I mean, it just happened with Ilunga Makabu. He got stopped by Badu Jack. He went in there with Noel Gavor and fought for the vacant belt, but he got stopped in 3 again.
Got stopped again, yeah.
Then, it just in other several instances where like this is just so, I feel like they got to really work to get that title shot again. For having fight on 1 or 2 fights against the title, because this Gonzalez guy, 26-0, decent record at 13. Not really sure the level of his competition, but still. So,
Yeah, probably. I am not sure. He probably only had fights in Mexico. But he was the traditional come forward fighter. he was getting fucked up though.
Just wasn't on MJ's level. Just wasn't on his level.
On his level, and MJ started just to piece him up. But once he got him on like the 4th knockdown, like at least by the 3rd knockdown, it was like, let's get him out of here. They were saved by the bells. He just couldn't finish.
Yeah,
MJ. He was just like, and the rest should have just. I can't believe, but I remember I was saying, this dude should retire on the stool. He should just quit. It just doesn't matter at this point. And I was like, that's a no-no, like for real, especially in the Mexican culture. Like retiring on the stool, it's seen as something like is
disgraceful. Yeah, disgraceful. Yeah.
So it wasn't about that, but I mean, he was getting bludgeoned.
Yeah, then in the let me see, the eighth, MJ just caught him with a peach of a shot. I can't recall what the punch was, but he just caught him and bam. Then the ref just stopped it right there, like when he got dropped again. So
because he kept getting dropped and then up, dropped and up. If they dropped, the ref was just like, you know what, they ain't paying me enough for this. They ain't paying me enough. Sorry, we don't get paid for overtime. Let's go. We need to go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, the ref was just like, I gotta be out of here, mate. I've got dinner ready.
For real.
My wife's already sent me a text. I can feel the phone vibrating in my pocket. Do you know what I mean? Like, I gotta go home. Yeah, that's how it felt like. But it was a good fight, and that ended in a.
Yep, I enjoyed that one. That was a good call, man. I enjoyed it.
As a co-main, great. And then we move on to.
Did you want to talk about Galal Yafai? He fought before that.
Oh yeah, Galal Yafai. He's the one that's is that the Galal Yafai that's come from, and they're trying to fast track him?
Yeah. He's one of the fighters that he's trying to fast track. He won a gold medal, and his support it was okay. Not too much to scream about.
He got the win though, right?
He did, yeah. He won the fight. I had him winning, but credit to his opponent, he was very elusive, and he just seemed hard to get to at times. You know, he just couldn't really.
What was his opponent's name?
Rocco Santamoro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anybody that you've heard of?
No, I never heard of the guy. No, I looked up his record. He has he's lost twice. Oscar De La Hoya's cousin knocked him out earlier on in his career. Diego De La Hoya, and other than that, nothing really to spread right home about. Yeah. So but credit to him. He was elusive. He was tough, but Galal just had more levels above the guy, and just seemed to a lot better. No, you won a UD.
That makes the points. No.
And plus, I think even post fight, in his interview, he said he felt he could have done better. So and I agree.
Yeah, I mean, but he's been saying that for his last. He's only like, what is he, 4-0?
He's 6-0 now after this one. He was 5-0, but now 6-0.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's been saying that he's had a couple unimpressive showings. I would say this is the third one, even though I didn't see this one. But just going by what I heard everybody and yourself say, I take it that it was unimpressive. And I know there was another two where his last fight, I think they got a scare. It was either his last fight or the fight before that. And he was getting a lot of flush hits. And they decided, it seemed to me, I was like, they need to rein it in with the level of competition. So I'm not sure if this was the reined in level of competition, to be fair.
I would say so, because he still got touched up a lot by this guy. He really, he got hit. Yeah, he got hit a lot. He did.
Well, it seems to be a design flaw then with him, that he gets hit a lot.
Really needs to work on his defense.
His defense needs to, come on, get the defense in the booties. Yeah, that's what I've noticed with him.
I mean, the guy was 22 and 2, and he only had 6 knockouts, so he wasn't a big puncher. But but just you need to be careful, because when you step in there with a guy who is, it could be curtains. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We didn't have my prediction. You have to go back and watch the prediction on the on the show.
The live stream itself.
Go and have a look. I actually tweeted it, but I'll speak about it once we get to that. What's up, Daniel Agnew? Yeah, Lisa Bales, the Queen never fails. Yeah, Leon, what up, Leon? Shan, Han, and Kenny Ken. Yeah, there's AJ all day as well. Out Monday. Hey, your name is no longer Sunny. It's Cloudy Edwards. Oh God.
Oh shit.
He's heard a lot of the digs and all of that in it. Poor geezer. Poor geezer. Who else is there? Rasclot. Rasclot. Wagwan Rasclot. Everything cool. Yeah, Rasclot is in the building. What up, though? I'm here, and you're here. Thank you for joining me and everybody here that's joining me. What was wrong with having a 26-0 record in Mexico? Because obviously, if you only got a 26-0 record in Mexico, you're only fighting one style and type of fighter. Usually, it's just pressure fighters, and it's not really a wide range. Like if you're only fighting Mexican fighters, you're only fighting fighters that are like yourself, and so it's not really showing like the broad spectrum of different fighters that are available in the, and the level of competition is not going to always be high, is it? Or it's not going to really, it's not always reflective. You know what it is. I know what it is. A lot of fighters go and they turn pro in Mexico and they stay there for a minute to pad up their records. Sometimes records can be manipulated. Sometimes records can be bought off and stuff like that. So we know all the issues once if you're deemed as someone that only has fought in Mexico. That's how it is. Devin Haney gets a lot of stick for having the first 15, 16 fights in Mexico as well, by the way. And there's people that were speaking about his record being, he actually had a loss, but that got bought off. I don't know how true that is, but things like that happen. So that's why, if I look at a fighter's thing and all you've fought in, no disrespect, is only solely in Mexico, then yeah, I'm going to...
Now, sometimes you got the diamond in the rough. Yeah.
Sometimes there's a diamond in the rough. Obviously, that we have like Lara.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
You know what I mean? Like you do a lot of fighters that come and upset the apple cart for sure. But yeah, in general, I mean, I'd like to see you fight all different places and not only that.
I just stick to one like stopping ground. You kind of got to move around a bit
because it's not versatile enough. That's where I'm getting at. Okie doke. So next on that, because we flipped through who was next. So we had the main event.
We got the main.
Gal Yafai, yeah. And then we had MJ Gonzalez.
Main event.
Sonny Edwards entered the building.
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
All right. So Sonny Edwards, he decided to go over to, where was he? Arizona. Where were they?
Arizona.
Yeah. Under USADA, WADA, LADA, Kashada.
Yeah, no choice.
Like, it was wherever it was, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, where Oscar Valdez was allowed to have the cheating tea. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know. So, shouts out to Arizona. So, let's talk. Kenny Ken, you're in the Buddhism. Come on, let's go. Talk to me about the fight.
Right. I'm grateful, yeah? Because he's had a good few years as a champion. He's a good fighter, but the thing that killed Sonny was two things: reach disadvantage, being caught early on in the eye, and then from about round 6 onwards, Jesse Bam Rodriguez started coming to him and started walking him down, and that put him under a lot of pressure. He was fighting on the back foot. Normally, when Sonny fights, when fighters try to walk him down, he's so quick with his movement and being able to get out of pressure. But the thing with Jesse, southpaw, quick, and he gets a lot of power as well. He's really putting some meat into those punches. Like, there was a round in the third round where I thought Sonny won it. But towards the end of that fight, when he got hurt, when he couldn't see out that eye, all Jesse did, which was what Lennox Lewis did to Gary Mason all those years ago, is there you go, bang, bang, I'm targeting that eye. Every time he targeted that eye, Sonny felt that he had to let his hands go and Bam Rodriguez was happy to take a punch, but when he realised he could take Sonny's power, because when Sonny hasn't got, in terms of that, he's had 20 wins, 21 fights, and only 4 knockouts. He's not going to knock him out, is he? So basically, where Bam Rodriguez won the fight was being able to walk him down. And round 6, he was able to do that. Obviously, there was some good clinches. Sonny, tried to nick some of the rounds, but you always could tell that the power was coming from Bam. And then round 8 was the beginning and the end for me, where towards the end of round 8, he just got him in a flurry, got him up the ropes. It was kept on hitting him, but nothing was coming back. It was only when Sonny managed to throw his hands and the referee came in, and round 9 was just a mess for Sonny. It was a case where he couldn't take no more, where Bam couldn't miss, and then when he caught him with that hook, and Sonny went down, the stumble to the corner. I was just saying to myself, please, mate, they're going to call it off. So let's face it, everyone says it's a 9 round, but it was actually 1 second of the 10th round that they threw the towel.
They threw the towel. I don't know how the stoppage, because I was calling it live, me and AJ and Lee, I kind of missed all of the talkings about did he quit, did he this, was it a towel throw in, was it discussed? I just was like, oh, he's not coming back out, retire. But yeah,
if you saw he went to the ring, you saw he stumbled towards the ring.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I think if the caller didn't call it off, the referee would have called it off, because it's the way he stumbled, the fact that he was getting hit with unlawful blows, and then he wasn't even standing on his stool. It was a case where the referee came in, and then one of the guys just went like that, and then that he was caught up. But when you look back on it, they did him a favour. Because let's face it,
he was only going to be.
He struggled from the start with the reach disadvantage. He doesn't normally have it. The problem is when he fights fighters with bigger reach than him, he's able to get out of the corners with his movement, speed of movement, tricking them. But with this guy, you can't do it, because this guy knows his tricks, and this guy can bang as well. He's got power, horrible power, and he's a vicious puncher. And that's the problem, is no matter how quick you are on your feet and quick with your defense, power, if you get hit in the right area and then you get an injury to your eye, doesn't matter how quick you are. If you can't see at one eye, then you're on the back foot. You have to change to what you want to do. There's no way Sonny Edwards wanted to throw hands in the 3rd round or even in the 6th round. He wanted to box and move and take his opportunities, hit him with single shots to surprise him. He didn't want to hit him with combos, but he had to, because that's all he had left. He knew from about probably when he got hurt in the eye that he needed a knockout. That's what Bam did to him. That's what Bam's a great fighter. So Sonny, but sometimes you could be like joint world champions, and the guy who's the world champion, he's probably just levels above you. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's how boxing is.
Your cup, whatever's jingling, I think it's Ice Cube.
You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is that sometimes you could be supposedly at the same level, but when you get in the ring, the guy's just a class above you. He's got things that you've never faced before. Power, reach advantage, and the ability to work you out. Right. A lot of fighters, when they fight Sonny, can't work him out. They get frustrated because they can't hit him. You know what I mean? Sonny's never had that situation where he's been hit repeatedly and he's had to do things he doesn't want to do. And that's why Bam, it was a great win by Bam. Yeah, you've got to take hat. You can't criticize Sonny. Just say to Bam and say, well done, mate. You worked out a difficult fighter.
Yeah. I mean, it was. It's a great fight. It was definitely a classic. Listen, so the prediction was initially I was going to go for Bam 8-10. And then I said, no, maybe Sonny can last, but he's going to lose and Bam will win a split decision. It was around 10 stoppage. But I tried to give, Sonny a little bit of a losing credit. Sonny, I was screaming at the screen like, get back to boxing, fucking stop being in the pocket. like, you're gonna have to box this dude. You can't stand toe to toe and trade with this dude. And then that was exactly what his trainer was saying, like, get back to boxing. But I realized, Sonny, that was quite admirable. He had to, because once the legs started to couldn't do anything much.
So, yep.
He didn't be a runner, did he? Did he, AJ?
No. I mean, it's like, see, the thing is, even if he tried, I still don't think he would, because Bam always had the reach on him and the power, so he still would have probably got to him, no matter even if he tried to box him. So he had no choice but the banging booth, which was a no as well. You know what I mean? Face got all messed up, his eye fractured, just was sliced, just was cut. I mean, like, you know, so. But
I mean, so yeah, I saw him at first trying to box, but pretty much he was just standing in trading. I saw Sonny southpaw. He turned southpaw, had some success doing bits and pieces there. I mean, it wasn't a wash, but it was still. I mean, Sonny was losing, but he was still in the fight.
He was still competitive. He was
still competitive. He was still in the fight. And that's what made it like fucking a great fight. He's got a lot of heart but can you have a lot of heart but then quit? No, it's a bit of an oxymoron, really, isn't it? Which is interesting, because he showed and displayed whilst he was boxing a lot of heart. But you know, these are the people that did laugh at a Daniel Dubois. You know, did laugh at a Daniel Dubois and say, oh, this and that and that. Then did accuse Bam Rodriguez as juicing. And I said at the beginning of the show, you're going to get knocked the fuck out maybe for that. Because, you know, that really pissed off.
All boxers saw that, though. You know, the fact is, Billy Joe Saunders, you know, he likes to talk a good game and slag people off. But did he, you know, he broke his eye socket against Canelo. Now, from a medical point of view, all good, but there are people who said he quit, and that's the thing. Until these boxers can always laugh at other boxers, but I know for a fact that they've all had their moments. Of should I have stayed on or not? Because at the end of the day, that I've seen every fighter quit, and sometimes your corner doesn't have to pull you out. You just don't have nothing left. You just can't. You don't fight back because you know you've lost the game. Like Carl Frotz, he's got a big gob. But he always addresses every fight. He never addresses Andre Ward's the Andre Ward fight. Why doesn't he ever talk about that? Why doesn't he ever talk about
Ward?
No. Ward beat him on points. He beat him on points. So yeah, he decisioned him.
If you saw how Ward beat him, Carl Frotz would like everyone to think that Andre Ward was just jabbing him and running away. No, Andre Ward got in the middle of the ring, stood in front of you, burst your eardrum.
Perforated it.
And you did not want it. You didn't want it, to the extent that your brothers were basically telling Andre Ward that was the worst beating you've ever had. But you never want to talk about it. So when you talk about other fighters, every fighter is going to be accused of quitting. I don't care who you are, you're all going to get accused, because that's what happens. When it's happening to you, doesn't matter, you're human beings, all right? You don't want to get beaten up, you don't want to get injured. All this talk about, oh yeah, I want to go out my shields, bullshit. You're human, mate. You don't want to, you know what I mean? You want to live to another day.
Like this kid is like all these fighters, they got so much to say, but wait till it happens to you. Then we'll see. Then we'll see how you feel about it. That's why I'm saying, just be quiet. Just don't even comment on it, for real. Just, it's best not to say nothing, because you never know if it's going to happen to you. Then we'll see if you have.
Canelo will get it one day. Canelo, every time Canelo's in a fight, and he's going to want no mass.
Yeah, I mean, one day the well he's going to go to is going to be empty if he carries on long enough. So the well he always goes to for that, like one day it might not be there. There's nothing there. Then, like, what if he quits on the stool or just something else? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Careful, because one day it can happen to you.
Remember Duran? He was going around giving the hard man in the first
no mas. No mas. Hello.
No mas.
No more. Yep, no mas. That's it. And he got hell for that, man. All of Panama hated his ass. I mean, it took a lot to regain, like, you know, the they're trusted like the case. Like, it took beating Davey Moore, becoming like all this other shit he accomplished later on for everybody to forget about that.
Every fighter's going to have one of those times. No more. I don't want it. They're all going to get accused of it. Even fighters. So every fighter's been accused of it, and they're going to, and probably going to see a couple, this weekend and on that day of reckoning. There's going to be a fighter who's going to be pulled out. Deep down, is going to be relieved that the ref stopped the fight or they've called and pulled them out because they don't fancy it no more. It's life, mate. It's your body in the line.
Boom. But either way, Sonny's not a quitter in my eyes. He gave a great performance. I'm still going to continue to watch him. He should hold his head up high.
Sorry.
But in the end, Bam was just better. Bam was just better. Had the power, had the durability, had the right style. And then he was just better. He won the fight. Plus, no excuses. That's what Sonny said after the fight. I got no excuses.
It's like AJ. Sometimes, right? You know when you're in a fight that there's no way back. You get a feeling when Josh Taylor fought. When Josh Taylor's last fight when he fought
Teofimo. Yeah.
In hindsight, it's 50-50, 20-20. But when you look back on it now, you could tell when Jim McNally was telling Josh Taylor to use that sort of like the southpaw stance and go forward. Josh Taylor didn't want to because he knew that every time he did that, he was getting beaten for speed. An uppercut. He was hitting the uppercut with power.
Yep.
So you know what I mean?
He was counterpunching his athleticism. That was just the edge of that fight entirely. And it's like, and I noticed that whatever Josh was hitting Teo with wasn't even really bothering him at all.
Exactly. and sometimes it's that time of the day. You know what I mean? Like the only fighter that who's got the bottle to actually put up with being outclassed, but just feels I just need that one chance. It's Deontay Wilder, and and everyone says he can't box, but him allegedly not being able to box, he uses that to his advantage. You're going to watch the fight on the weekend, and you're probably going to think, bloody hell, Judge Parker looks really good here. You know what I mean? His feet.
Parker's going to have a few rounds where he's touching up Wilder, just tagging him, hitting him, this and that. And that out of nowhere, bop.
And then, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. And that's the thing with boxing. It's not. Some fighters just know when they're at class. Some fighters won't. You know what I mean? And you look at Sonny Edwards. The game plan went out the window when he couldn't see out that right eye. When he started feeling the power,
started to bang in the boot.
Yeah, like for instance, I could be in your corner, right, and we could have a game plan, and I could say to you, "This is what you're good at: box and move, come forward." But I'm not the person. I'm not. It's not me who tries it, and every time you try it, someone like Teofimo is getting you with right hand uppercuts, and then he's hitting you with a left, and then he's buzzing you, and you're thinking, "Oh no, this is not working." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be like someone from it's going to be, "Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it?" You know why you're not doing it because the guy's worked you out, and the guy's quicker than you.
It's kind of like with Regis and Devin. What happened to Regis as well? Regis couldn't. He just couldn't do nothing to adjust. Then I remember, like at the end of the fight, pretty much he damn near lost every round. I want to say it was in the 11th or the 10th or 11th. It was one of the championship rounds. Regis got desperate and like really threw for a shot and missed like crazy and looked embarrassed. You know what I mean? And then that's when I knew this is not. Yeah, I mean he's done. He wouldn't be doing no shit like that before. But Devin was just embarrassing and outclassing him so much. You know what I mean? It's like. You can tell he wanted to get to him, but he just couldn't, man. He just couldn't.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the Sonny situation as well. It's that's the thing with boxing. Good game plans. Game plans are brilliant. When it's your day. When it's not your day, I think trainers only train for plan A. They don't think about plan B because because I don't get that impression. Or if there is a plan B, what happens is the fighter's instinct takes over, i.e. you get knocked down and you panic, or you get hit, you panic, or you get a cut eye and you panic. You know what I mean? And the ref looks at you and says, look, gets a doctor in, and the doctor will say, okay, give it a couple more rounds. And you think, oh no, I've got to try and knock him out here now. You know what I mean?
Then the game plan is going out the window.
And that's the whole situation. We've watched many a fight in this sort of calendar year where it has happened. Joe Joyce, first fight with with Zhang, getting the eye closed. You know what I mean? The whole game plan went out the window because Zhang couldn't miss with the straight left. Couldn't miss. So, and then the referee, speaks to the doctor. The doctor has one look at it, and Judge Joyce went, right, I've got to knock him out. But Zhang's already 2 or 3 rounds up, and he's also mentally and physically up as well. So he knows Joe Joyce has to go for it, and that makes Joe Joyce even more vulnerable. And I think,
I think that's why he got knocked out so early in the rematch.
Yeah,
because it's like I think he really tried to make it, but because I think he walked right into the punch Zhang knocked him out with. Because by the way, the first 2 rounds didn't go well for him as well, because he was getting tagged up and pieced up by Zhang in those rounds. Like it was just a matter of time. I didn't expect him to do it so early, but I figured like he'd get him eventually. But I was shocked when he did it in round 3, because that's like in the first quarter of the fight. So it's like, damn, bro.
You know what it is with sometimes. When sometimes rematches go the same way, where there's a clear where both fighters are at the same level, but the fighter that wins is probably a little bit higher level than the fight.
Yeah, I mean, you got the trend where like a guy wins like the first fight, then the rematch, like the guy who wins the first wins it more decisively in the rematch. But sometimes that doesn't happen. I mean, but most times it does. So yeah.
You look at Beefy Smith, Liam Beefy Smith against Chris Eubank Jr. You always thought that before Chris Eubank Jr. got greedy, he was doing okay, and then he got caught, and then he didn't know what to do. But the second fight, it was one of probably Beefy's biggest mistake, because Beefy was always going to think, oh, I've got this guy's number, and Chris Eubank Jr. was always going to think, you know what? There's levels I can go to.
That makes me wonder. It's funny, Ken, you point, because it made me wonder, like, did Liam really take the rematch seriously? That's what I wondered. I mean, because, like, yeah.
I think he took it seriously, but I think he was overconfident. He believed the hype. He listened to people like Billy Joe Saunders. Oh, this guy's a hype job. He's rubbish. I can beat him anytime I feel like it with my hand behind my back. I've got an injury, but I've knocked him out before, so of course I'm going to be able to always knock him out. And then what happens from the start?
He got dominated and stopped. Yeah, dropped and stopped.
He got battered, and that's what probably should happen in the first fight. But Chris Eubank Jr. was too busy chasing dollar with Conor Benn.
Conor Benn, yeah, exactly.
Conor Benn. And as talking of that fight, we're hearing again that they can't agree, so the fight's off again. You know what I mean? So,
man, I'm just done with this fight. I'm not even interested in seeing it anymore.
Sorry, my friend entered the building. Shouts out to me.
Yeah, we know.
She got her dog, right? He's a little bring me him. Please. Bring me my mere mortal, my minion. Look. So what up?
Oh, here we go again. So you're not the only one who's got a dog. I'm not the only one who's got a dog.
It's not my dog, it's her dog.
Hello.
His name's Delroy. Delroy Shabaranch. What up, Deli? No, you want to get down now. All right. All right.
Whoa.
Why are you like that for?
I spoke in weeds in the car.
Oh, that's all. Okay. This is the live stream. The live stream's over. See you later, guys. Thank you for joining me on my show today. It's the weekly wrap up. Shiggity. What? Let me do it. It's the shiggity. Could you imagine, Medina? This is what you do. Like, she comes through and she goes, I'm smoking. Anyway, it's the weekly wrap up show. We'll get back to it. fucking, you guys are looking like that. Look at the lads. I gotta put it on the telly so you can see how these lot look. They look like they're all stoic. They're like that. Look. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Continue where you guys was. With the Sunny and the Wild, you went off. I heard you. It went Carl Froch. It went to where else did it go to? I love it.
Talking about
the pattern of rematches, how they go. Yeah, something like that.
We've got on the rematches, but you know what it is that sometimes you know when you're beaten during a fight.
Yeah.
And that all good intentions don't always come off. No matter what your trainer tells you.
Yeah.
When the other fighter's got your number in that ring, you plan B isn't a proper plan B. Plan B is survival and just desperation.
Survival mode. Would you say that is applicable to Katie Taylor with Cameron?
What, in the first fight?
Turn it down. Put them on TV. Hang on. God, look, it's the rest around here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Katie did win the rematch. What did you feel she won, Ken? Because a lot of people had it close.
You know what? I think Katie Taylor learned her lesson from the first fight.
Yeah,
I think in the first fight she got bullied. She got Chanel Cameron got on top of her. You know, didn't let her out of her sight, and Chantal Cameron kept on hitting her accurately with the jab and the right hand, and sat on top of her. So even when Katie Taylor tried to smother her good work, she wasn't able to steal those rounds because a lot of the times when Chantal Cameron's defense was really good. In the second fight, Katie Taylor worked out that she was gonna take Chantal Cameron by surprise. So she got in there first and started buzzing her. So every time Chantal Cameron went for the like sit on top of her, there was always a punch coming in. So when she was coming in, she was walking into her right hand and some clusters. And I think Chantal Cameron got pissed off. Excuse my name. She got pissed off because of the fact that a genuine knockdown in the first round didn't get counted in her favour. And after that,
that's right. I remember that. Yeah,
I meant it wrong. Don't get it wrong. It didn't change the fight because you got to be better than that. You got to be better than that.
Yeah.
But what it did is that it pissed off Chantal Cameron, pissed off the trainer because they thought everyone was against them, and most importantly, it galvanised Taylor. Because you already had the crowd on the side and the refs on your side because, there's a lot of stuff she did I didn't like. Didn't like her antics in the first fight. I didn't like it, but that's boxing. When you go to Dublin, the reason why you went to Dublin.
Expect to receive no love out there and had enemy territory. Like, you need to expect that. Yeah. Like, expecting that nobody's going to be kissing your ass.
Exactly. But, Chantal Cameron wasn't going to make any money fighting at the Sixsmith Stadium in Northampton.
She should consider herself like lucky Amanda Serrano got injured because she was plan B. She wasn't even plan A. I mean, it was expected that Amanda Serrano was so
sad as it is and I do feel that Chantal Cameron was hard done by in terms of how things went in Katie Taylor's favour, especially in the second fight. Although she was outclassed, the fact is that she's got 2 massive paydays.
She did, yeah, she did.
And you can't deny that. You cannot
honestly,
deny
it's like now they're both 1-1, so it honestly warrants a trilogy. It does. So,
sorry, can I just say that's good that you're covering what you're covering, but also it's just come out of my. Oh yeah, with Sonny with his orbital bone broken. How long is that going to keep him out then?
Probably. Well, depending on how severe the break is, maybe I say a few weeks.
Yeah, because
it depends on how bad it is. I mean, because usually there's I'm not sure.
Won't need surgery, no? Or if he's not.
Well,
I mean, sometimes orbital fractures they can heal on their own. I mean, but I don't know if he'll need surgery or not. I mean, it depends on if he needs surgery. If he needs surgery, he'll probably need a lot of time to recover. But if not, it could probably heal by itself, maybe a few weeks. So,
most orbitals are. If I'm at the understanding, you need a plate put in there for it to heal.
Yeah,
that don't heal on its own.
I'm wondering if it's that severe though. I mean, I'm not too sure. So,
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But what I was going to say is that also him losing his belt, he can actually, because Bam said he's vacating them.
Moving up. Yeah, moving. Yeah. He said he wants Juan Francisco Estrada next.
Yeah.
He said he wants his WBC belt back.
Yeah, so that means Sonny could re-challenge if he stays at 115. He could.
Yeah, 112. Yeah, he could. He could.
Was he at one? He's 112.
112 flyweight. Yeah. Superfly is 115. Superfly is 115.
Is 115 for Bam to go up to is 115.
Yep, correct.
These lads are little lads, mate.
They're small.
Yeah, but quick. Little lads, but quick.
Yeah, quick. And would you say that Sonny, even though his record does not reflect it, he did have some spice on some of his shots that it did ruffle a bit of Bam at times, that stopped Bam from going in and having to reset. There were times where I was like,
early on, yeah. But as the fight progressed, as the fight progressed, like I think Bam either adjusted or just got used to his power. Yeah. And he didn't care. He didn't care. It wasn't enough to get his respect anymore. Yeah. So
it's like that shit. Yeah. I did notice. I was like, because Sonny, very quick, very his hands quick, good combos. I mean, but and boxes well, usually on the back foot. Even though we didn't really see that, he did a different fight, which I'm not mad at, because I mean I hate it when a fighter does a different.
Made it more entertaining. Yeah,
and they fail miserably. I mean, he didn't fail miserably. Yeah, he got stopped. But you know what? He did get face planted a bit. He came back up and he just hit the knee. He was like,
face down, ass up.
Face down, ass up. I was like, yeah, that's how he wants close shields. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Clean hits, though. It was a session of clean hits, though. That's the thing. It wasn't just a one punch. The pain was already sustained from that previous round, where the flurry and the flurry of punches just were connecting, at will. You know what I mean? And sometimes the pain, you're already ready to go, and then it just takes one and think, bloody hell, that's it. Thank God my night's over. Not that I thought Sonny felt that, but his body probably felt that. He probably said, I need a break here, man.
The next day he probably felt like total trash.
That's the hurt business.
Yeah, I know. It's the hurt business. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, Lisa's saying a year. No, I don't think it takes a year for an orbital to. I think maybe 6 months, and then you're allowed to clear spot. It probably just depends.
Depends on any surgery.
On the fighter, how he heals. Everybody's got different healing rates as well.
Did he have one of those injuries when he fought Chris Billiam-Smith?
Who?
A similar injury? Isaac Chamberlain, when he fought Chris Billiam-Smith about a year and a half ago?
Did he get an orbital?
It was one of those injuries when he fought Chris Billiam-Smith.
I'm not. He did. So how long did it take for him to come back?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's Isaac Chamberlain is not really at that sort of top championship level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So he's probably going to take time to heal, but it depends. But it depends on the fighter. But
remember what happened with Kell Brook? After Kell Brook from Triple G to Errol Spence, that was within like 4 months.
Yeah, but
that was way too quick. Hence why his other orbital got smashed in.
I'm not sure. I think it was longer than that. I think it was like 8 months after that, right?
It was 6 months.
No, I think
the recovery time.
Check it on.
It's 9 months. It was 9 months.
Okay, I'll pull it up.
In September.
It was 9 months.
September,
8 months.
2016. No, it was no. I know what it was. It was on the. It was in the September 2016.
Yeah, that's not too quick, right?
No, but on the 30th of May, on the 27th of May, 2017. He fought again in Sheffield, where he lost to Spence Jr.
Oh, Spence. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So the Triple G fight was September 10th, 2016. Then the Spence fight was May 27th. About 8 months. 8 months. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's quite quick, isn't it?
Yeah, but come on, if there's big money to be made, of course he's going to make a big quick recovery. Two pay-per-view fights.
Yeah, they put a titanium cheek in there, and then after the other one broke, because it always happens if one breaks, it tends the other one. You're more prone for the other one to break. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, and then he's got two, so he's like the fucking bionic man right now, isn't he? Yeah, that's
here.
Kell Brook's bionic right now. Yeah. That's Kell Brook right now, boy. Yeah, bionic.
Hi.
He's saying hi. She's cracking me up in the background. Well, mate, it's hilarious. Another Virgo like me. Yeah. Can I see? She's gone into my kitchen now. Or, I don't know, hanging out. She's
But, I think Sonny could fight for one of the vacant belts probably when he comes back. After maybe a comeback fight or two. So.
He'll be all right. Yeah. I think Sonny will be just fine, to be honest.
I think he can win a championship again. He can win a belt again.
He can.
Yeah. Look, he's with the right promoter, because at the time he's gone from he's changed promoter. He's very street of his career. He goes with promoters who can get him the big fights, and then he leave another promoter who can get him a big fight. And he's gone through. So he was with Frank, then he went somewhere else, and then he went with Eddie. And I think that's the thing, whoever gets Sonny the big fights, he'll be with them. And at the moment, he's in the right, platform. DAZN's a good platform. Plus, he's got the punditry as well, because he is public. The public loved him when he was doing his punditry.
Yeah,
his punditry. So there's a career there for him. Plus, there's big fights, because at the end of the day, he's lost in a fight that he did quite well in. That he was he's basically his competitor was just on a different level to him, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does. So I'm going to ask you around the panel, you guys. Did Sonny Edwards quit?
Oh, you want about me?
I'll let you go first. You go first.
He quit, but he quit because he couldn't win. But that's what human beings do. Sometimes you do no more. Yeah, Dave, us fans love to say, well done, you shield, but that's the English side of us. Remember, us English love to, clap a guy who's got his head kicked in, because it's a bit of the big, the British bulldog spirit, but he still lost.
Yeah, he still lost. AJ, did he quit?
Let me see. Yeah, but I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, you quit to fight another day, no big deal. And I just want to know if it was him or the corner who stopped the fight. That's just because I thought it was his corner who pulled him out, pretty much.
Seems like he said he couldn't see. If you really to go on, you could pretend that you could see.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Then he quit. I
can't see properly. Can't see out of my left eye. Can't see out of my right eye. I don't know how true it is. I know out of the one where the orbital it does impair your vision, but and the right eye, he had gashes and I don't know. He said he couldn't see out of both eyes. So is it a respectable quit?
Yeah, I mean, see, there's no kind way of saying somebody quit. I mean, it seems to be like it's kind of like an insult if you say they quit. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's like, but that doesn't mean I don't think he's any less of a fighter or any like he's a quitter or nothing like that. I'm not trying to say that at all. I mean,
what's the difference between him and Daniel Dubois then?
None really.
What's the difference between him and Billy Joe Saunders then?
None really.
Because we called them quitters.
If he did.
We called them quitters.
Right,
I mean, maybe it looks a little worse on them because, literally, during, for Daniel, it's like he literally took a knee and didn't get up. So it's like, so then you could say that looked worse. So, and it looked worse on Billy Joe because he was, and of course he was a prick insulting Daniel than it happened to him. So
I could argue that. Does it look worse taking a knee? He got face planted, then he absolutely took a knee, and then he got up.
Then he got up. He got up. He beat the count. So yeah,
Better if he would have just stayed on his knee, because he did know the round before that. The referee was telling him in the corner,
Right.
have a look at you, and and your team.
You put yourself on mute.
What
Sorry,
CHANN you muted yourself?
Yeah, I was just thinking. So, wouldn't it have been when it's like you've gone to your corner and the corner's like allowed the round to begin, and then you're like, and then I mean, why bother? Why did they bother play that all out? Should have just.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean,
it
is all the same, really. Honestly, when you look at it from
the towel out in when he went down.
Yeah,
against my will. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the thing is, the round didn't begin because the 9th round ended. So what's that means? The reason why, remember, it was 1 second of the 10th round. So the 10th round didn't start. As soon as the 9th round ends, then what will happen is that by them making Diamante making the announcement, he's been street to say it wasn't a 9th round stoppage, it was a 10th round stoppage because he wasn't able to come out for the 10th round. So that's why I called it 1 second.
Yeah, it's a 10th round stoppage. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really a 10 rounds. It's a 10 round stoppage. But the fact is, Daniel Boyle quit because simple reason is he was strategic in the fight with Joe Joyce. He couldn't see out the eye. He thought, you know what, I'm a young man. This is my life. I don't know anything else. I want to carry on fighting and have a long career. So he did that. The second one against Usyk, again,
that's worse. Sorry,
he knew he wasn't going to win.
He didn't have no. I don't think Usyk broke his eye socket. He just took a knee and didn't get up, like really off a jab. So
he couldn't win. He should win. It's true, though, isn't it?
I mean, even if you can't win,
he quit. Like, he did quit. He like just the long and short of it. He quit. Like, is it a thing that you should do? Because we don't know what that shooting pain in your eye feels like. Ugas had to have it waved off. He didn't quit. His orbital got smashed. So there's fighters, depending on what your pain tolerance is. But at the base level, he quit. At the base level, Daniel Dubois quit. At the base level, Billy Joe Saunders quit because they went back to the corners and there was a discussion around previously and the round that they got dropped in or whatever it was or got this suffered the injury, that the cameras, the microphones, and because I was calling it live, obviously I can't hear the corner most sometimes unless I mute and go, guys, let me have a listen. I didn't know there was a big discussion and Edward said, kind of like someone said, get the towel, and Edward was like, I can't really see, and I'm kind of done.
Yeah, I mean, even against Andre, he quit against David Benavidez. He told his corner to stop it.
Who?
Demetrius Andre against David Benavidez.
Oh yeah, Andrade. Same
after
thing.
the 6th, he told his corner to stop it, and he told him to stop it in the corner.
So effectively, it's quit.
Yeah, but you know what? All right, the second Tyson Fury fight. Well, second Tyson Fury with Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
That they threw the towel in. He sacked his trainer because he says, "I'm not a quitter." Blah blah.
He didn't effectively quit though. Wilder didn't quit.
He didn't effectively quit. But he might as well have.
Yeah.
He might as well have because he was not going to win that fight.
I mean, there was no discussion of it. It's not like Wilder went back to under X, Y, Z did and Z did Y, X. X, Y, Z. Like, do you understand? It's not like Wilder went to the corner and had a discussion and then went, you know what? Yeah. It was like he was in the run of play and then they threw the towel in. That's more not his fault. He didn't technically quit. You know what I mean?
There's going to be a time.
I'd agree with that. Dan, in the rematch, he didn't quit. Wilder didn't quit in the rematch with Fury. He didn't in the second fight. He didn't.
Yeah. I think there's going to be time in every boxer's career, right, where they're always going to be accused of quitting, and they're always going to have to make a decision about their careers.
Yeah,
because the first fight between Anthony Joshua and Ruiz Jr. Ruiz Jr. and quite a few people think Anthony did fancy it. But, you know, I look at it this way. The guy's getting knocked down 4 times. The punch that actually done at Anthony Joshua was the one that hit him with done his equilibrium and caught him around the temple, around, you know, the ear type temple. I don't see how a fighter could recover from that if the guy can't miss with that right hand.
Yeah.
So do you blame Anthony Joshua for not being able to continue in the 7th round? No, because he lived to fight another day and he got his title back.
If he was concussed, he'd been dropped 4 times already.
But in my opinion, Anthony, this is what you look like to say. Anthony Joshua didn't quit; he got up.
I never said he, but that's the thing. That's the thing. He was accused of quitting by Ruiz.
Say that he quit though. People,
every fighter's going to get accused.
I remember I watched this several times. Like the first fight. Okay, so like when the ref asked him, like just before he stopped it, he asked Joshua, "Do you want to continue?" He did not say no. He didn't say no.
Yeah.
He agreed.
Did he say yes?
He's like slowly nodding his head, like yeah, like it was a very slow nod. But then the ref waved it off. He stopped it.
Yeah, I think the ref. I think the ref looked in his eyes and thought, "No, you look."
He's done. But that's why I don't see an issue with the stoppage either. Because like by that point, he'd been. I don't think it would have got worse had the fight continued. Honestly, so
yeah, I mean, he would have just kept getting knocked down and not. Once your equilibrium's done, and I mean, you're done.
Already concussed at that point too, as well. So it's like
everything. Yeah, I mean, is there just honourable quitting, Kenny?
Well, I mean, there's no kind way to say it. I mean, but the thing is, like I said, I don't. Even if you do quit, it's not an issue. I mean, it's not like it's a problem. I mean, because like you live to fight another day. If you can't continue, you can't continue. You just can't. You know. Because at the end of the day, I'm not who's in there taking punishment myself. That's why I'm not trying to be too hard on these guys.
Yeah.
Like no matter who they are.
Yeah.
You know, for boxers, right? If you're boxers, I say it once. I say it once. It's not going to be popular, but boxers they don't owe me and you anything, man. They're the only people they owe is themselves and their families and their futures. Who wants to see a boxer? Who wants to see a boxer? Scratching it at 9 o'clock every 2 weeks because no one took care of him. He made all that money and he either got a divorce or he spent so much time on medical bills because no one looked after him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I look at it this way, man. Sometimes if you're gonna quit, then fine. Live to fight another day because it's your career, it's your life. Because after boxing, I don't know many boxers with degrees. The only boxer I know with degrees
hang on.
He's the Klitschko brother. They got both of them. Yeah, they got degrees.
Who's the Welsh fighter that fought Tony Bellew? What's his name again? Welsh fighter. He's got a maths degree.
What is Cleverly or somebody else?
David Cleverly, yeah. David Cleverly's got a maths degree, and then obviously there's the supply teacher as well. From Rotherham. Yeah, they got another career to fall back on. But not all boxers. Some boxers like Carl Frotz and George Groves who can go into punditry.
Right. I mean, but bottom line, I think each boxer should have a backup plan for when they walk away from the sport. Like really, I mean, like what are you going to do after you stop fighting? That just needs to be the most important thing.
Have you seen James Gell since he's retired? Have you heard of James Gell since he's retired?
I have not. What's he up to? What's he doing? Like, it seems like there's like a long trend of guys who like after they stop, they just fade into obscurity and nobody really hears about them anymore. They're like what they're doing. So
yeah, because they've given us our entertainment. They've never knocked someone out or got knocked out, and we've dispensed with them and gone next. Who's the next kid of the block? That's
it. It's like a revolving door. It's like okay, it's like I'm not calling myself a fly-by-night fan. I'll always remain fans of like boxers and stuff like that. But that's just casuals. It's like okay, this guy's going on to the next one. Oh, he gets knocked out. On to the next one. He loses on to the next one. Oh, he's trash. He lost. On to the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's in every sport, in football as well. Because I'm a big football fan. English. Obviously soccer, whatever you call it. Yeah, I see many.
And like, can I know a casual who like after Joshua lost to Ruiz the first time, he stopped being a fan. He said he stopped watching his fights after that.
Exactly, and that's the situation with boxing as it is. The fact is, you know, in every sport, you'll find that ex-sportsmen are very accessible to the public. Why? Because they love to be recognised. They don't like to be seen as a has-been. So if you go up to an ex-boxer and say, "Yeah, do you want to come on my show?" He's going to say yeah to you, especially if he thinks, because he doesn't want the public to forget them. But if he was a live boxer or a live footballer or a live cricketer, you won't hear shit for him because his agent was saying, no, he needs, I've already booked him up for this. But they're not busy after they retire. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. The public have got a shelf life for you. They give you as much oxygen as you need, and then they take it away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing with the boxers. I don't blame boxers for quitting, especially when there's a situation where you can live to fight another day. You know what I mean? Not everyone's going to be Derek Chisora. You know what I mean? Derek Chisora is going to have his day, mate. He's going to have his day. That in a few years' time, when he stops boxing, the Derek Chisora you see now is going to be a lot different from the Derek Chisora you're going to see in 5 years' time. You're going to end up hating Eddie Hearn, hating every promoter that put him out there to take punches. And these are just facts. Because
I mean,
you
like,
can't take...
it's like you can't. I mean, you could say that like Derek could hate them all he wants, but at the end of the day, he chose to get in there when he probably should have called it a career a long time ago.
Definitely. But you know what fighters are going to do when Derek Chisora, all his money's got to go on his medical stuff. He's going to start blaming everyone else but himself because that's what they do. That's what they do.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to, because the end of the day, as much insurance as he needs, the medical help he may need, I'm not saying he won't, but he may need, you know, it's going to take his toll. I mean, he's born in 1984. He's going to be 40 next year. At least I haven't heard
Del Boy.
You know, that's his retirement yet.
We talk about Del Boy, or
yeah, I haven't heard him retiring.
I think he's 40 now. I think he was born in '83, or
yeah.
Well, bottom line, he's 40. He's pretty 40 now.
Yeah. You know the guy's pretty cheesed off that he's not on that Day of Reckoning show.
Oh,
you
God.
know he wants to be on
after his last fight. I just wanted him to call it quits, bro. I mean, with the Jared Washington, it's like nobody even really wanted to see that anyway. I mean, it's like
if you go on IFL TV or Boxing News, trust me, that guy instead of going to going to the shopping centres, going to Westfields in Shepherd's Bush or Westfields in Stratford with his family, but doing some late night, Christmas shopping. He'll be getting on his fat ass, getting on that plane to Saudi Arabia and wanting to be an inner, wanting to be involved. Trust me, I can guarantee you, Derek Chisora will be out there wanting to get involved.
Oh, you think he always been involved in some way? Because
he's always at the same time.
Because he went to the he was at the
he went to
the Jake Paul top tier, and I thought he was one of the bouncers.
Yeah. Anything that I don't know who paid for him or maybe he paid himself out there. It's all exposure, man. It's all networking exposure. That's how Derek's had a long career, because every event you see Derek Chisora. I've been at boxing events with my wife for the last. Me and my wife have been married nearly 20 years, and we've been going to boxing for about that amount of time. And I can't remember a time probably in the last 15 years that I haven't seen Derek Chisora.
Wow.
At an event. He's always there. I remember going to see a fight between James DeGale and George Groves 12 and a half years ago. And Derek Chisora was in the crowd with Tyson Fury. And him and Tyson Fury had this little plan that they'll get themselves thrown at and stopped by the bouncers from fighting during the fight. And then they'll get thrown out, and then they'll be allowed back in. And that's just what happened during the fight. After round 2, Derek Chisora went in Tyson Fury's face. Tyson Fury took his shirt out to ready to fight him. Derek Chisora ran away, and Tyson Fury got bundled out. And then when they thought no one would notice, they were allowed back in.
Wow.
This was 2011.
Oh man.
They had a fight, and they had a fight 2 months later in I think it was in Liverpool.
Was that the first time they fought?
And Derek Chisora's always gate crashed events or done something stupid when he's been the main man, and that's how he gets his his recognition.
So he's an attention. He's an attention whore. You saying pretty much? He's an attention whore.
Yeah, but in this country, I don't know what it's like in the USA, but if you're nowadays, in this country, you need to do something to get yourself noticed. If you get yourself noticed, and 2 or 3 people take notice of you, that's it.
It becomes tiring though. I mean, if you can't keep up that momentum, it becomes like just we'll forget it pretty fast over here. I mean, I'll tell you this though, like if a guy, I mean, if Derek Chisora was American, like he wouldn't be headlining cards with a record like that.
No, he wouldn't. It wouldn't. But that's the thing. The mentality in England is a lot different between. I think Australians and Americans have got the mentality. I've got a mentality where basically winning is everything. Second is nowhere. So if you look at it over the years, especially when it comes to the Olympic Games, or even like the Commonwealth Games, the countries that most likely to win medals are Australians and the Americans. And the reason why you win loads of medals in these disciplines in these games is because if you don't win, you don't get funding.
Mm-hmm.
So you win in order to continue your funding. Americans and Aussies do not invest in losers. Now in England, we just like to compete. We love if someone is good at something, we try and knock them down in England. We don't like someone to be too successful. We don't like someone to be too rich. There's always a problem. You know what I mean? We don't want the winners to win all the time. In America, you love that. In Australia, you love that. And that's the situation. Derek Chisora would do well here because when Derek Chisora sells himself, he will lose heroically. So they love all that.
Yeah.
And that's what they were like with sort of Frank Bruno. But the thing is now is that they seem to have a problem with AJ because AJ successful, doing really well, but when he's lost a fight here and there, some people in this country thought, he was always a hype job. He wasn't that good anyway. Nah, he's not the same AJ now. Since he lost to Ruiz, nah. I didn't really wait at AJ that much, so we go different.
Most of the people saying this, they're not real boxing fans. Like they have no boxing knowledge of who he's fought before, who he's beaten since, his accomplishments, whatever. They just think he lost to some fat guy, and so he's trash. What I realized is that Andrew Ruiz is actually a really good fighter, who had a record of just 1 loss when AJ fought him. You know what I mean? So it's like
I totally agree with you. But the trouble with people in this country is that we put AJ on such a pedestal, mate. That we thought fat. We thought.
I mean, it's like at the end of the day, the guy's only human. You know what I'm saying? It's not like something.
We're not allowed. He's not allowed to be human. He's not. Tyson Fury could be human. He's not allowed to be human because, as far as we're concerned, he won the Olympic gold. Then he became world champion, and he fills up stadiums. And we bought all these tickets to see AJ win, and AJ must never let us down. So by losing to Ruiz, he became fallible, and the British public turned against him and decided that they became experts in boxing. Oh, he's never all that good anyway. Yeah, his jab wasn't great, and he's a bit stiff. Well, when he was knocking people out, that was never an issue, and that's the problem in England. Sometimes they love the heroic loser, but sometimes they don't like, their fighter to lose. For instance, I can think of now Sonny Edwards is probably getting a slagging off now because
well, I mean, I was telling Chan on the live stream, like when we was watching the fight, he's like he actually got a very more positive reception from the crowd after the fight. So so I think he pretty much endeared himself to.
I know he's going to get a positive reception here.
No, I mean, well, I mean, I'm just talking about here in the U.S. I don't know about the UK. I mean, but here,
in the United States.
I mean, here he was actually he actually got a lot of props and love, from the crowd. But I mean, about the UK, that might be another story.
Well,
like you were.
Sonny's got a big gob.
He does. He's a talker. I like that about him. He's confident. He does. He's a talker.
Thing is, he's like Judge. He's like George Groves. Got a big gob, and he's very quick. And he, like I said, he can very quick in sort of discussions and debates. He's got a lot to say for himself. He can see someone try. He's very quick in carrying an argument. Plus, he loves taking the piss out of people. You know what I mean? When he's on top. So, what it's like in this country. There's always going to be someone who's going to think, I can't wait for that pork chop to get whacked. So there's a few people, in England who are happy that he lost. I'm not, but because Dave, if Sonny, let's be honest, the flyweight division in this country isn't massive. So Sonny had to talk himself into, working with Frank. Then he went somewhere else to get the big fights. Then he went with Eddie in order to get Rodriguez, and that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to say stuff. I mean, you got that Australian woman, Ebony Bridges.
Yep.
No, I don't. I'm not a big fan of what she has to do, or Shannon. I
mean, but at the same time, that worked because like what Ebony was doing to sell herself. That's honestly why I started watching her in the first place. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I mean, and then
but that's the thing. But there's part of me is glad she got battered last week. I'm glad she lost. Right.
I know. I read. Yeah, a lot of people didn't have kind things to say after that. I mean, that just when she lost the belt to.
She lost for late replacement, didn't it?
Yeah.
She lost for like. But the thing is, Ebony Bridges hasn't fought for about
more than
a year.
For a year, 14 months at least, something like that. So it's like I'm saying, dude, inactivity kills, especially at that age that she's at. It's like you can't afford to be inactive. You know what I mean? You really can't. You got to stay sharp.
The woman who beat her fought about 6 weeks before?
Couple weeks, 2 weeks prior. 2 weeks prior, a month prior, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So she was as sharp as a razor coming into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And she hurt her as well.
Yep. Either way, she clearly lost. I mean, I thought she was going to get robbed. If I'm being honest, I thought they were going to rob her.
No, I don't think
Eddie. But the right woman won the fight because there would have been. I think there would have been a riot had Ebony got the decision or something, or then it'd been a draw.
No, or some shit. And that's the thing. It's one of those things where she lives to fight another day. But LadyChann doesn't like Shannon Courtney. Look what happened. Shannon Courtney's got. All we're hearing about is injuries. She's done out of here, mate. Boxers moved on. She's done out of here. Eddie invested a lot in her. Like the babyface assassin. She didn't deliver on the promotion.
No, she lost to Jamie Mitchell, and I think she had one back since. And it's like I don't even know what's going on with her now. Like Yeah.
Like I said, she may come back, but the public have forgotten about her.
Yeah, it's like on to the next one. That's what I'm saying. It's like see, one thing I don't like as well is how inactive Callum Smith has been. Since he got to light heavyweight, he's only had 2 fights. He had a highlight reel KO against Castillo, which was noticeable because that was pretty much a statement to the division because that was a guy who went the distance with Bivol, and and Callum smashed him in 2, like just made him twitch and all that. So that was what he needed right there. And instead of building on that momentum, you put him in a fight like almost a year later on the side, and he hasn't fought since. And but I knew he's supposed to fight.
He's waiting for Babetiev. But you know what it is? He's waiting for Babetiev, and he's one of those things where I don't want to get injured and miss out on my payday, or I don't want to lose again. lose when my mind's on. So he's taking a massive gamble, massive gamble.
I mean, but the bottom line is you take it. Just take a gimme or a tune-up fight. Just stay sharp. I mean, it's like take a fight where you know against the guy you know you're gonna beat. Not like it has to be a tough fight. I mean, but I'm saying, but still, just keep yourself active because like now,
Yeah.
you know, you're going into.
I'll make you right.
I mean, you're going into this Beterbiev fight, and when's the last time you fought? I think it's been more than a year since he's fought. So I mean, because that's what I'm saying. Because I know they were supposed to fight this August, and the fight got pushed, but due to Beterbiev being injured or whatever. Okay, well, get a you know, ask Eddie to put you on a slot on one of his cards against the gimme fight. Like, stay sharp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you know what happened, right? It'd be his manager and Eddie saying, no, mate, I can't afford you to get injured, and then you need to wait. And then it could be Babetiev as well, because he congratulates him. No, mate, you're my next payday. So it's all politics, isn't it? And lawyers, you know, and in the investment day, the money's spent on the promotion. You know, the money spent on tickets, and you know that's the whole situation why boxers aren't active. You know what I mean? They you know, everything's in place for that fight, and then as we all know, if you don't fight, you don't get paid, and if you don't get paid, no one else gets paid, and that's the whole you know, situation that we're finding ourselves in. That's why, you know, I'm just so glad this weekend coming up that I've heard no news of any pullouts, nothing. You know what I mean?
Yep. So far, so good. I mean, it stands out because like especially the main three cards, just like all those could headline. Honestly, those are all our headliners to me. They're like I'm a fan. I'm a fan of everybody on the card. I mean, minus you know, Jerome Miller and Dan Dubois, but you know, so
you know the thing with that Dubois Jerome Miller fight. The fact is that Eddie Hearn could talk as much smack as he likes about the guy. The fact is that, you know, there was a time when he needed that guy.
Got a mouth. He's got a mouth, and he sells. So
yeah, and you know, he can talk the hard man all he likes because he's got his big boys around him. The fact is that he will never say those things about Jerome to his face. The fact is, Jerome Miller has failed drug tests, but guess what? There's nothing illegal about him being back in the ring, and as long as he's allowed back in the ring, there's always going to be he's always going to sell tickets, because simple reason is that people are going to see him as an unfinished business in the heavyweight division, because it was him who should have fought Joshua, and it's not Ruiz Jr. And he feels that because of his stupidity, who knows, he may have been the guy who knocked Joshua out and been the, you know, like I said, the heavyweight champion in the world, and maybe in a position to either defend it against Joshua or unify the belts. That's his selling point. It should have been me.
Yeah, it should have been, but you fucked up on, so that's your fault too. So
exactly. But the public love all that. You know, Frank Warren loves all that. You know, all the promoters think, why not, man? You know, he's always going to be a selling point.
Because at the press conference when you know, Jarrell was taking shots at Anthony, I would have said like, yeah, just make sure you test positive. Just make sure you don't pop dirty. That's what I'd have been like. Don't pop dirty.
The thing about it is that, you know, John, you know, knew that Anthony Joshua was going to bite, and that's the thing. Yeah, Anthony Joshua was going to bite, because if you see, Anthony Joshua keeps on reading all the stuff that Carl Frost is saying about him and everything. So, is he really bothering that? Why is he bothered that people think, oh yeah, he's not the same fighter as he was before? So what?
Okay, well, like the funny thing is, like the best revenge is to prove the people saying that wrong in the ring.
Exactly.
Let's say you go out there and you knock out Alawala, winning like 6 rounds. Oh, that'll be just what we need right there to convince you that you ain't done. You know what I'm saying?
What's he willing to do? Does he Otto to go up and say, oh, I respect Joshua? No. Otto Wallen's probably been the most unluckiest fighter out there. No one's. He missed out on the payday with Dillian White. He's been the most unavoided fight. He's the most avoided fighter out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
If I was at a Walling, I'd do anything to get in his under his skin. I had 2 seconds.
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
Yeah, I forgot it. Yeah.
Payday's left the Brutus. Wait, came back now. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot he was supposed to fight Dillian White, man.
Yeah, I know. Remember the shoulder injury?
I really wanted to see that fight at the time too. I really wanted to watch that.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Yeah. I wanted to see that fight, but he wanted to do the Tyson Fury one, which we wanted to see a bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was the WBC, the thing that he was going back and forth pouring after, you know. So, yeah. And then it was such a lackluster performance.
I've only seen that fight one time.
Me too. I've never watched that again.
I rewatched it. I never rewatched it.
Getting waved off by the ref isn't quitting. It's pointless. No, getting waved off by the ref isn't quitting KOK.
No, that's not. No. Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not. But yeah. Hang on. Let's see. All right. So also on the card of the Showtime, what was the other card? Let's go to Chris Colbert.
Oh yeah. That was a rematch between these two.
He got another.
He's a queen, but this is going to be queen. He's a queen, but this is going to be queen.
Everybody thought Rayo won the first fight and got robbed on points. So, but this time he got revenge, and revenge is sweet.
Mate,
that's one way to take it out of the judges' hands.
Colbert. I don't know if Ken even because we couldn't watch the entire fight here because it was on Showtime. So I didn't watch the first time where Valenzuela got robbed because we couldn't watch it here.
That was on the David Benavidez Caleb Plant card. I think earlier this year. I think that was it was on the undercard of that. Yeah, I think so. The first fight. First fight.
Did I not watch that then? Maybe.
Might have been on the televised portion. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe I did watch that. I remember the one before that and he lost. But I don't know. I can't remember the first Valenzuela one, to be honest. Maybe I did see it. Maybe I have to go and take another look at it. But
Rayo, sorry.
No, it's just anybody with power, Chris Colbert, it's go down to 126. Go down.
Go back down to featherweight. He won't cut it at 130 or 135.
He's not. Them lads at 130, 135, any lad that's got a bit of snap, it's better go be the big fish in the little pond.
Yep.
Because anybody that's that's coming in tussling and with power, he ain't gonna fare well against.
Yeah. Yeah, Chan, I remember now. Rayo was he got stopped by Edwin De Los Santos, the guy that just fought Shakur.
Yeah.
That was he took the fight on short notice and stopped him. I think in 3 rounds. I think.
Who did? Who?
De Los Santos stopped Rayo.
De Los Santos stopped what in this card? The card we're talking about.
Oh no! I'm just like way back. Like I think it was like last year, something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the first time we may have saw De Los Santos.
I think Chris Colbert was his comeback fight, which he got robbed in. That's what everybody said earlier this year. Then he slept him in this fight in the rematch. So yeah,
and it was Hector Garcia that dropped him and fucked him up, wasn't it?
Yes, they gave him his first loss. Yep.
Yeah, that was. You know, I'm hearing he wants a trilogy.
That was funny, man. I remember watching that fight.
I'm hearing he wants a trilogy.
Say again?
I'm hearing he wants a trilogy.
With Chris Colbert against Rayo?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, all right.
Mate, you got finished, man.
Fatality.
The fatality was in the Brutus. It was a fatality.
Quitting.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The Chad, speaking of quitting, in Chris Colbert in the Hector Garcia fight, he quit in that fight.
Yeah, remember?
Later, he didn't want no more. He didn't want to be there no more. Once he realized he was going to win.
Once he got knocked down.
Yep.
Yeah. He was on his fucking bike until
even on with the points. It's like he later on in the chat, you could tell that Chris he didn't want to be there no more. He didn't want to fight.
Yeah,
like Hector Garcia literally beat the fight out of him.
Listen, we've got to do a knockout table because the knockout that he suffered was wild. Listen, it was a fate. It was
Hell
brutal.
with the year candidate.
Your wife and son,
They are lost to me now.
the same pain sears both our hearts. Brutality. Flawless victory.
By the way, Chad, I don't know if you saw on Instagram. Like I saw it on Twitter, but on Instagram, Rayo posted he was pretty much posing over Chris Colbert knocked out, like in the ring.
He was posing over him.
he posed, yeah.
No, it was not. That was a nasty KO. Colbert was like literally lifeless, gone, done. Like I saw him walk back, backstage and that. Like I saw it after that bit. After we got off, I saw that little bit from like Fight Hype, and I was like, he looked like he was still dazed, but more embarrassed. Listen, just go down to Feather
if you can.
If he's a tiny lad. He can make. I reckon he can make that. When he from 126.
Yeah. Then he moved up. Yeah. So, but he's too small. I don't think he's too big enough. Yeah, he's too small.
He's too small for 130. Them lads are too big. Yeah, where can he go now? Like, who's he with?
PBC.
Is he a PBC fighter? He is a PBC fighter. That's right. Yeah, because remember the Wilder shit, and they made him like try and all that shit when he said Wilder ain't shit. Yeah. Kenny Ken, there was a fight. Chris Colbert against Valenzuela, and the knockout that he suffered, his head was in the ropes, and he was like just asleep, like on his face, done. It was scary. Everyone was like, "Yo!" It was like what was it? A hook, a left hook.
It was a right hook that knocked him out. Right hook. Yeah.
Boom.
Landed flush and caught him. Bam. He went right into the ropes. That was it.
They was fencing back and forth. And at some bits, what I saw in the highlights, he was holding his own in bits. He was getting, but then he was getting pieced up. But then he would come back with a little, with his little, because he's really spiteful with his jab. I like Chris Colbert's jab. It's like
he's one of these flashy fighters. He kind of reminds me of Montana Love a little bit to an extent.
Yeah.
I mean, they're real flashy, but they don't have much. They're not very durable, and they don't have much power. So,
power. Not on it. None. There was listen, Ken, you got to type in the highlight of that knockout. Yeah. Have a look. Chris, that was
all flash, no substance.
Wild.
Yep.
Woo!
Oh, I'll keep the volume down.
Yes, go on. Have a look. Skywalker. All I know, we got to do a table of knockouts. Because this weekend alone. So AJ, what we'll do is
Best knockouts 2023.
We'll compile a table of knockouts offline of this year. We'll go for this year.
Oh, so
all the knockouts, and then we'll grade them.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, for sure.
Table of knockouts of KO.
Matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that, Chan, because like a few days ago, I actually did some research on YouTube and listed of 2023 KOs and stuff like that.
I can see.
Light love.
All I can see so far. All I can see is paramedics around him and people looking concerned.
It looked like he died. He looked like he died. I thought he was dead. He looked like he'd passed away. That was brutal. His neck was on the rope. The bottom rope. He was in there like that. Boom, and then obviously you saw what happened to Sonny Edwards. He face planted, but then ricocheted back up into a knee.
But he got up. Yeah, you got up again.
Into a kneel and got up. I mean, then there was David Morrell. I saw that. Did I see that knockout? Morrell knocked him out in what, 2 or 3 rounds?
2 rounds. Is it?
David Morrell's a beast. The beast is Shouts out to my Uncle Ronnie, man. Let's go. Yeah, Morrell is a beast. That was another KO. That's gonna go down. All this weekend was just KOs, and I'm sure there was KOs before. There was the Showtime card. There was the Matchroom card, DAZN. Was there another card before that in the day? There was, man.
There was another UK card? Another UK card?
Was it another UK? It could. Was there Kenny Ken? What cards was on this weekend? What in online? There wasn't a Frank Warren card, was there, this weekend? There weren't, was there?
I'm not sure there was. You know what I mean?
I feel like there was loads and loads and loads and loads more.
No, not the week before there was.
The week before there was. Yeah,
there was, but nothing happening in the UK this week. I think everything's geared towards. Everything's geared towards Day of Reckoning.
Yeah, the Day of Reckoning.
Oh yeah, I've got some good news. I've managed to secure it on TNT Sports. I can't do DAZN. I'm not gonna.
Why? What happened with DAZN? Why you can't do it? You don't like how they broadcast?
No, because you've got to actually phone up DAZN, and you've got to actually. Oh
yeah,
actually.
It's a bit more
DAZN for about a month before.
And if you don't have it, if you don't have it, you may as well just do TNT. If you got TNT,
I've got TNT. I've got TNT Sports on my TV.
That's the channel here in the US.
As well. Would you say, Age?
TNT is the channel here in the US, in the States. TNT.
Yeah, it is. I wonder if they're the ones that it's changed because was BT Sport, but then it changed to TNT, and I know that's American. Maybe it's I don't know, but that's what it is here now. Instead of BT Sport, it's TNT Sport. I've got both, like on my access on my phone, but TNT, I can put it on my phone. I can have TNT. What I like about it, I can put it on the TV and mirror it. But I do have DAZN on all my devices as well. So I mean, I'm a DAZN subscriber, so I may as well just. The thing is with TNT, what I can do with TNT, I can put the bill on my mobile phone and pay it next month if you want. Like that's with TNT box office cards. That's what I do because they're in conjunction with EE. So it asks you.
That's right. Yeah. So I could do it 2 ways. I could do it from EE or do it at the TV. So I thought, you know what, I'll do it at the TV because the thing is that
it's only going to be 20
few
quid.
What's that?
It's only going to be 20 quid.
TVs. So you can go and all the TVs that are connected to Skybox. So they're all going to. Everyone who wants to watch it can watch it in different rooms they want.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
exactly.
I've got a big Arsenal game as well, so I'm going to be like off. I'm going to be off the scale. Arsenal, Liverpool. Obviously it's away, and then I've got the boxing stuff. You know what I mean?
That's great. You may as well have a party, get food, cooked, everything.
Oh my goodness! Oh, how could I forget about this? Oh yeah, shout out to Daniel in the chat. Like the KO of the year, Maloney versus Junto Nakatani. that was on the undercard. Yeah, that was on the undercard of Heavy Handy Loman back in May. Oh yeah, that was a sick knockout. Oh my god.
Nakatani and who?
It was a Junto Nakatani versus Andrew Maloney.
I saw that. I did see the Nakatani and I think I thought I saw that. I saw that, but I can't. I'm trying to remember I've seen so much this year. I'm trying to remember the KO.
A lot happened.
Oops.
TNT's explosives. Yeah, dynamite.
Also, a knockout that stands out is Mendoza versus Fendora. That was pretty bad.
Sorry, everybody.
Mendoza.
Sebastian Fedora. Yeah, that was
Sebastian go down like a timber. Yeah, that was. See, so we've got a lot to compile of them.
We do. We do. Yes.
UA's stoppage as well was a great one.
Which one?
The one that he had the one that he just had to be one time undisputed against Fulton. Didn't he stop? I know he didn't knock him out. Hang on, he stopped Fulton though, didn't he?
He dropped him, then he finished him on the ropes.
On the wave off. Okay. I'm just trying to think who else had a good KO. This this year. We got to go back in earlier. There's so like, but I'm saying the last weekend or two is this weekend alone was like KO after fucking KO. AJ Hellenius, Wilder Hellenius, they go down as well. Imagine AJ and Hellenius.
Oh yeah, that was bad. That was pretty bad. Yeah, that was a good
heavy.
AJ Wilder, Hellenius, they share that in common. So yeah, that was. I mean, Wilder's was a bit crazy. Like how it just looked like. Doosh.
I didn't think he got hit the first time. I think he got hit. Like, that was so quick.
He looked like he was having a fit as well. He looked like, I was like, well, is this guy going to be all right? Hellenius is just a chin. He's got no punch resistance.
Yeah,
anyway.
he's got no chin. He's always been chinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go like that to Hellenius and he's fucking knocked down.
Crazy that Dylan White didn't stop him when they fought.
I know.
You think?
Oh, Wilder was last year. Wilder was this year. Wilder was January, wasn't he?
No, that was last year. That was last year.
Oh,
last year. So Joshua was he August? Was Joshua in August?
Joshua, that was this year. Yeah, Joshua, that was back in August. Yeah.
Okay, so scratch Wilder off. He ain't got a KO of the year. He could have had a KO of the year if he would have got his ass in the ring.
He still might against Joseph Parker. You never know. We'll see.
That may be a KO of the year candidate. Yeah, for real. And then Otto Wallin may get KO'd. I mean, guys, what do you think about this? It's like, is it bad to say no? Because we say we got to see a KO with this one. We've got to make the Tyson Fury win look.
I would like to. Honestly, I really would like to. I would. So personally,
someone's going to get knocked out this weekend. Someone's going to get knocked out. It's going to be a heavy knockout as well. It's going to be heavy.
But it's not going to be Anthony Joshua. But I don't see, and I'm not saying it because I like Joshua. Like, there's other pair-ups that I'd be more. I mean, it's heavyweight boxing, anything could happen. But because of the style matchup, I don't have no fear with Otto Wallin knocking out AJ. AJ would have to do something so dumb to be able to be knocked out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Deontay Wilder, he could get knocked out by Joseph Parker. I mean, Joseph Parker ain't a big boom, 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 but he's punches in bunches. His fucking combos are great. They're effortlessly and they're fluid and they're fast, right? But obviously he's a heavyweight, so he's got respectable power. Anyway, and Wilder don't got a good chin, and Wilder's punch resistance has left the builders in.
I mean, out of the two fights against Joshua Wallin and Wilder Parker, there's more likely a knockout. Wilder Parker, that's going to end in a knockout for sure. I don't see that good. That's not going to distance yet.
And we can only get. Go ahead. It's all right. Sorry, Kenny. Go ahead.
What about surely there's going to be a knockout between Dubois and Gerald Miller.
Oh yeah, that ain't going to distance either. That's not going to distance.
That can't go to distance.
Yeah.
If I was Gerald Miller, with the weight I'm carrying, I've got to try and top this guy out in the first 5 rounds. I'm going to have to throw the towel in, so I have nothing left.
Because Daniel Dubois has only got 4 rounds of heart.
Yeah. And if it goes after 5 rounds, Gerald Dubois should be trying to take the guy's head off because you're going to have nothing left.
He has no sense of urgency.
He's got to be a knockout in that fight. Surely there has to be a knockout in the Dubois Miller fight.
We put him to bed. Otherwise, we have to put him. Where's the trash? Where would we're going to have to throw Dubois in? Yeah, we tell him to get the fuck out of here first. Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night. You're fucking up our night, and there you go. He'll come out crying.
Sadly, there won't be a knockout with Bivol and Arthur. There'll be a stoppage, though.
You never know. It won't be Bivol. You never know because Lyndon Arthur's chinny.
I think Bivol will stop it. I think Bivol.
It's not going to be a knockout, but a stoppage.
It won't be like a snooze fest, but it could be a stoppage. But it could just go to points, like you're saying, Kenny Ken. I'll tell you where else there's going to be another knockout on that card. Jai Opetaia is going to knock that geezer the fuck out.
Oh, the Aussie.
Yep.
And knock him out. He's going to knock him out.
I think
Trust me.
Makhmadov is going to win his fight by KO as well.
Makhmadov's gonna. It keeps coming off. It keeps bouncing you out, love. I don't understand. It keeps bouncing.
Herkovich fighting this card.
It bounces you out. Makhmadov is going to score a knockout. He's fighting a no-name.
Ajit Caballo.
Is Erkovich on the card?
He is, yeah. He's fighting Mark Demori.
Ain't that going to be a knockout?
Yeah, I think that's another one.
Like David Haye fought this guy back in 2016 when he was shot to pieces and stopped him in one round.
You're still nearly 10 years on, mate.
Yep. Like Mark Demori. Okay. Let me tell you something about Mark Demori. This guy literally taught himself to box watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. I'm not kidding. Like,
no. AJ, it is a joke. The fact he's learned.
Philip couldn't do any better than this. He seriously, like, I'm not even gonna. I might just skip that one if I'm being honest.
Dubious. You don't even call him Dubai. He calls him dubious.
Gravy, big farmer. I think Dubai will be Big Gravy or Big Farmer by.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Beat Gravy or Big Farmer by UT. Do you think so, Agnew? I'm just looking forward to it. And then obviously you've got Tyson Fury like in February if he gets in the ring for real. But let's keep it.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Me too. Let's keep it on this side of the year. Who else is on that card?
We pretty much covered every. Oh yeah, we got another interesting Junior 5 versus Frank Sanchez.
Snooze fest.
Yeah,
Snooze fest. No knockouts will be happening there.
No, I think Frank Sanchez has pretty much got that one. He's got that one on point.
My house on the line. Yeah. There ain't no knockout happening there. And if it does, remember I said I put my house on the line, and guess how I'll get out of giving you my house. I'll say, but it's an apartment. So I lied. So it's not really my house on the line. So right now I'm putting my house on the line. Okay. So if I lose, it's not really. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't really have a house. I've got an apartment. Do you understand? So that will be my loophole when you lot try and claim my house and say, Shan, you put your house on the line. I'll say, but I don't have one. I don't get one. Okay, now it's stayed on. You need to come with better Wi-Fi, mi hermano. King Boxing is in the Buddhism. What? Give us your intake.
Sorry, I was in transition. My bad.
Yeah,
that's why you're bumping me out.
Yeah. Nice to join us.
How's everybody doing?
We good. We all good. Kenny,
all
let
right.
me put it on the screen together. Hang on, so you can all see. There we are. Kaboom.
I'm glad King's here because I'm gonna have to. I can only be available for the next 5 minutes because of work tomorrow. But I just want to say hello to King because I haven't seen him for a long time. It's good to see AJ all day as well because obviously it's Christmas. I ain't going to see you guys until probably January the 8th because I've got an announcement to make.
What is it? You getting married again?
No, I'm married already. No, my wife wants me to take it. My wife turned 50 2 weeks ago, so she went for part of her 50th birthday. We're going to Iceland for about a few days in January. I've never been before. She wants to see the Northern Lights, and I know it's where the volcanoes are. I'm scared. It's so cold.
You going to Iceland?
Yeah, in Iceland. Yeah.
She knows. She knows she's.
I've never been. You been?
No, but I've heard. No,
Have you been?
I want to go there. I want to go there because it looks so beautiful, like how it is. You know, I've got the fake Northern Lights going on behind me now. That's how
that's what we're going to see in about a couple. So for the second day of January, that's what I'm going to do for a few days. But I'll make sure I come back for Arsenal Liverpool though.
Yeah. So when will you be back then for us? You'd be back at like the 7th week of January, wouldn't you?
8th of January, yeah. 8th of January. Yeah. So, but obviously, I'll be keeping my.
Sick holiday. You take some of your sick holiday for that. There you go.
Yeah, definitely.
Annual leave. Your annual leave.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Kenny Ken. Soon
Plus,
money starts rolling in. Money starts rolling in. Everything will be all right. In
yeah.
Don't
Another thing as well. I've got so much afterwards to watch as well. So I'm going to a few games home and away. So this is a Christmas period where it's all mad. So yeah, it's good to see you, Kings.
Well, no, that's a lie. I have. I have, but the couple other presents that I need to buy, I ain't bought. But yeah, I have bought some presents. But yeah, but you know, it's Christmas. It's like whatever.
I just give people money now because I'm a rubbish present buyer. I'm
me too. You know why? Because they end up having everything anyway. In the end, they're like, "You got this." Your kids have got. My kids have got everything. You can't. They've got 4,000 LOL dolls. They've got toys, computer games, console. Okay, so that's getting. I know I can't say it on there because you know what? My kids have started to watch my boxing show. My 6-year-old.
Well, when I was being happy.
My 6-year-old emailed me, Kenny, last week and said, "I'm watching you on the boxing show," and she's 6.
The kids nowadays, right? They want an iPhone 15. They want an iPhone 15.
Yeah, my friend just got one.
Plus they want at least £100 a week pocket money.
£100 a week? They better get a job.
They don't get it. They get the iPhone 15, but they're not getting the money.
£100 a week. That's a fucking lot of money, mate. Yeah, for kids. £100 a week. My little one who's like, I got another one who's 10. She gets like £5 a week, £6 a week on it. But it goes on a debit card. Yeah, it goes on a debit card. She's got, the kids' debit cards. All different now, isn't it? We didn't know what do you mean debit card there? She goes and she can swipe and she can do. If you go to the shop, teaching her money management and all of that, so it's whatever. And then sometimes if the quid, I go, let me borrow your card. Rob her right back, the money I give, take it right back.
I've got to see AJ all day. Good to see it. LadyChann, love you, love. See you after.
LadyChann. Peace out, man.
I want you to have an amazing Christmas. Have an amazing Christmas. I will wish you crappy Christmas on the
Happy
day.
holidays.
Yeah, thank you.
Please do.
Yeah, and we'll watch the fight and jot down any ideas, Ken, about what you saw in the comments.
LadyChann, I've got something to say. If AJ don't win, I don't want to be within 2 feet of you.
No, you'll be fine. I know. I saw fucking Usyk beat him twice. I saw I was there. I was here online then. No, you'll be all right.
No, not Walling. Not Walling, though. Not Walling. You accept not Walling. You won't accept a Walling one.
No, I mean, I have to still come on and just take what it is.
No,
I have to do that. You'll be all right.
AJ's going to win. AJ's going to win. Right. Right, this is what's happened. AJ's going to win, and Wilder's, I'm sorry, he's going to knock out Parker. He just will.
He just will. Yeah. That's what we debate it because, like I said, it could be iffy for Wilder. I've got nothing to gauge him on. I thought he fought this year, but we'll talk about that anyway. But
the thing with Wilder is the only fighter who doesn't care if he's behind on points. Doesn't care.
No, because he's got the hit.
Exactly.
Boom. Because he knows he's got the titanium bombs in it. So maybe he might show us something different. That would be nice that we may see something different. Maybe
literally titanium in his fist. Literally. So
yeah, literally he has titanium in his fist. So he's got like 4 metal rods. So obviously you're gonna knock people out. A lot of people don't think about that.
See you soon. Bye.
Ken, tell them where they can find you.
Kenny Ken 972 on Instagram.
That's right. Kenny Ken, salute you. Have a good Christmas. Have a good Christmas, love.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Be good, Kenny.
Bye.
And you. Kenny Ken has left the booties. Yeah. Bless him. Okay, and then there was 3. So we can get King of Kings POV, which means point of view. You know that, though. Go ahead. Let's do it. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about what you saw? Yeah, you want to talk about what you saw? Anything because it was the weekend of KOs. So where do you want to go?
Yeah, it was interesting. I kind of saw the Bam Rodriguez fight going that way because I think they were, the zone kind of low key needed to stop talking about fighters because they kind of talking down Sonny Edwards, saying that his boxing, like he was not as good as a boxer as they were making him out to be. I think some of the there'd be haters on the commentary sometimes on the zone, which is annoying. I actually end up funneling him. I think I watched. Yeah, because it's kind of annoying, but it was a good clash. Bam did his thing, and he just overwhelmed him. So it was a nice little fight.
You would have predicted that though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because Sonny Edwards, I think he's formidable, but I didn't know if he was going to be a hold up, and his features didn't hold up, as you can see.
Did he do better than what you thought Sonny was going to do?
He lasted longer than I anticipated, but I still look at Bam, even though I know he's accomplished some things, I still think he got some work to do. But this is doing some of that work, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I was high on Bam, like I felt like Sonny Edwards was overmatched. Do I say 50-50? Maybe not. Maybe 55-45, which isn't bad. So I mean, to an extent, I guess. But I enjoyed the fight. Like I said, it was good boxing.
It's a classic. Yeah. Would you say it's a classic?
Yeah, to an extent. I just the way it ended, it just like I know we were talking about guys preserving themselves, but it's like it's sort of like, okay, so like here's a good example. Batervia versus Yard. If Yard just ends up that fight on the ground with his face planted, you could say it's possibly a classic because he got knocked, but the way you kind of look over and tap the
Tova, towel coming.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, fighters, when they start talking about, oh, I can't see, look, I saw what Ugas looked like. That motherfucker could have been blind and he would have kept fighting. So when they start saying, oh, I can't see out the side, I know, I don't know, I've never been in that situation, but I've noticed guys that say that, I'm sorry. They used to have an old trick back in the day when they
leave, even if they can see out their eyes. They know that if they say we can't, they know they're going to get pulled from the fight. So it's a quit nonetheless.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like when you start saying, I don't, even if you can't see, there's fighters, they ain't going to say nothing. You better notice I can't see because I keep getting hit with a right hand or something like that. But
yeah,
I kind of like, it's cool, you bowed out and everything, but it's just like, you don't know if you're going to have that type of opportunity again. So
matter of fact, that kind of reminds me the first time that sorry, my bad. Okay, to cut you off, but that'll kind of, y'all remember when Chris Eubank fought Nigel Benn the first time? In one of the rounds, Ben hit Eubank with an uppercut that actually cut his tongue open, like he literally bit through his tongue and was bleeding excessively. And he went back to his corner and didn't say anything because he was worried about a stoppage, and he fought through that and got the stoppage in the ninth.
Exactly. You don't take away your opportunity to win. And that's the thing about it. You never, like, we've seen fights where, where somebody's like, the Sting was like, well, he knew he couldn't win, he wasn't going to win. We've seen too many times dudes do weird stuff in the 11th round, guys get knocked out. I've seen idiots put their hands down. All kinds of stuff happens. So like you said, the tough guys are like, okay, I'm losing, but as long as I'm in the fight, I still have opportunity. So that when you start trying to figure out something like that, you pretty much just giving up. So it is what it is. And I guess the reason we give them stigmas because we, at the end of the day, this is our modern day gladiators, and people don't look well on people like that quitting. It's like, dude, like, just, go ahead and roll with it, or be more defensive, or stick your hand next to the side of your face or something. Do something to stop getting hit there so much. But at the same time, it kind of was like anticlimactic because let's be honest, if that's like Chocolatito or somebody like that, please. Do you think he'll be ever been trying to say, "Oh my, I can't see"?
No,
Impossible.
no.
You know what I'm saying? Estrada. You think that ever happens? No. So that's the thing that you have to look at. So when you start trying to be great and you want to be in classic fights, when they end that way, non-serve, like let the corner talk you out. Let the towel come in. I've seen. What was that fight? Where I think it was Regis's corner. Like, I mean, to be honest, like he wasn't taking a lot of damage, but it's like there was points where it's like, dude, you need to do something, but they're all aware he's losing every round. You didn't just see him say like, oh, my eyes all puffy right here, or my shoulder. He could have pulled a bunch of bullshit, but the corner's like, bro, like, we'll stop you. You don't stop. He could have been like, hey, yeah, man, he's just too fast. I I can't, something, but he didn't do that. So that's just this difference. We don't want to see fighters talking like that because it kind of feels like you gave up, and you don't want to ever see a fighter give up. It's kind of we come down on, but it's kind of like demoralizing. It's like, oh man, the fighters don't give up. They're fighters.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think with good breakdown. I think we also need to do worst performance of 2023.
Oh,
we already know the lead candidate that is.
Fucking Jamel Charlo.
Okay.
There's a few. You can say
Chan, I'll do you one better.
Daniel
Shakur,
Dubois.
Shakur De Los Santos. Sorry.
That was a stinker.
Yeah, Shakur, man. Jesus.
That's a candidate.
Oh Lord. And I'm Shakur's my guy, man. He's my dude. But bro, I gotta bring that up.
That was a bad performance of the year. That's one of them, yeah. So we got Core, we've got Charlo.
By the way, I've dubbed Jamel's performance showing up for the check.
Two Charlos. You could put both Charlos in there, by the way.
Oh yeah, I didn't see his fight with Benavidez. I didn't watch that. I just saw the highlights. I didn't see the whole thing.
I mean, Israel was rubbish. So
okay, all right.
He's a candidate. They're twins. They do everything together. When they're good, they do both good together. When they stink out the joint, they do that together as well. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think the reason that Shakur won, man, is so disappointing is because I don't be honest. I rock with Jamel to a point, but I didn't watch that. I knew it was a shit fight, so I was like,
oh yeah.
So it's like my expectations were really low for Shakur to go out there and just act like he
laid an egg.
Like he didn't want to get water on him, and he was at the fucking pool was ridiculous. It's just like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
Hate it.
This, what this remind me of? Now, maybe the punching power ain't the same, but could you imagine Lomo fighting what's that dude, Jermaine or whatever his name was?
Ortiz.
Yeah. Could you imagine him fighting him like that? That's kind of like in my mind what I was seeing Shakur doing. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, yeah, he hits hard, but at the end of the day, this guy's 24. He's a prospect, man. You should dust this dude.
Yeah, you should dust him off. You should dust yourself off and try again. So he doesn't try again.
Yeah, that's why I could admire Loma, because like in the Ortiz fight, even though Ortiz was bigger, Loma was still forcing the issue. He was still actually initiating punches and actually
it was a rusty performance from Lomachenko.
Yeah.
He just scraped by. He's come from the war. He just scraped by with that win, and then we see him get better. But listen, the Jamel Charlo one was the fucking one.
Get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
Yeah, it was bad. But then we could give it to also Andrade was really
fuck you. Get it. Well, get it. Come, be a bitch.
Which one with David? With David or?
Yeah.
Oh, that was bad, huh?
It's a bad performance of the fucking year. Andrade, after all that talk, Yanni Beck and Zach Parker not doing this, going up, going down. No, I'm going to stay down. No, actually, I'm going up. And then you go and do, I won't go down low. And then you get this fight and you get washed like that and fucking quit. No.
I mean, because Chan, I saw the highlights of that. It seemed to me that what happened. I mean, it seemed to have. I mean, I just seen like 2-3 minutes, but it seemed to me that David could take Demetrius' shots, and Demetrius couldn't take David's.
Demetrius couldn't take David because Demetrius has got no business being at 168. I humbled him. What did I say at the night?
No, he doesn't. I mean,
get his ass back down to 160.
Could he make it? Could he even make it anymore? That's the thing.
Them lads are too big for you. Them lads are too big.
Yeah,
I got the assumption that he went to 168
from that way, trying to go up there chasing Canelo, bro. Like, if you look at him, he could still make 160. I feel like, as crazy as it sounds, like me looking at Golovkin looks bigger than him at 40-some years old. Like, bro, like I just think Demetrius just don't got no power. You can't move up nowhere. You should have stayed at 160.
I thought he went up because he couldn't make 160.
160, he's got respectable power. He looks like he's all right there. 168, it was Paul Malignaggi up there.
No.
Yeah, running from Janabek, which was bullshit, because he could have easily you could be like 160 is the easiest division to dominate. I don't know why I want some fool. I hope some jerk like at 147 that says fuck it, I'm just gonna come in overweight and just dominates 160. You could easily become undisputed at 160. There's no fucking comp there.
We could. It's like if I was a guy, could. Any one of you two.
You see, you got an ancient Laura who's got the WBA. You got an inactive holding belt hostage Jamal who's got the WBC. Then you got Yanni Beck who's got the rest of the 2 belts. But honestly, Yanni Beck, that's a winnable fight for a lot of guys in the top 10, in my opinion.
WBA.
I'm collecting belts.
That's cute.
I'm
That's
on the
cute.
road to undisputed, so I've got the WBA. I'm on the road to undisputed, so I'm gonna let people know, like, you know, where people think they can always battle me and fuck with me. I love all the belts, and then we'll have a grand old debate, and the belts will be up for grabs. But
how much was that? How much was that? $299 or
this? This
Yeah.
is no, love. This is from Africa, love. This one was.
Yeah, you see the
okay.
crown? That's
my
not a
bad, my bad.
WBA belt.
Oh my God! That's what. That's what I thought it was.
It's a crown on the top of it. That's not a WBA belt. It's
WBA.
trimmed in red.
Is it? Is it?
Is it
WBA?
WBA? Oh, it is
Okay.
WBA.
Okay, it is.
Yeah,
Okay, it
okay.
is.
So I could tell it was trimmed in, but yeah, I thought it was a WBA. Is that a Reggie belt?
Got all their different belts. It's a Reggie one.
Is that a super belt?
WBA mini.
Is that
Hey, what
that
was
gold?
it?
Is that
WBA
gold
was
or
just
interim? The
promoting,
gold or
man.
interim? Or
Gold
gold or
you get
interim?
ranked in the WBA, you pay enough money, you'll put your name will pop up at 160.
Yeah,
so.
you're in the listing now. I bet you see me like that.
Like CHANN ranked? Oh, okay.
That's how you know they're fucking corrupt. Like, whoa. What do you mean? Yeah.
CHANN, is it Reggie Gold or interim? Which one?
I don't Riddick bow this like I did what you did with the fucking WBC belt. Riddick bow it and burn it. You know what I mean? It really ain't bad.
CHANN, is it Reggie Gold or interim? Which one?
Reggie is it's mine. Reggie got no. It's a new one. They've made a new one now. I'm a champ, but I'm the mini champ. You know, you got the baby champ who's Tank.
Yeah.
I'm the mini champ. So I mean, I'm gonna be Tank's mandatory. Because we're doing a Clarissa Shields there where it doesn't matter. I'm calling out the niggers.
God.
In news, Justin. Let me just remind people where we're at because I forgot to remind we were at the weekly wrap. Shiggity where? Yeah, that news. Does anybody want to talk? You could still talk about any fights, but does anybody want to talk about Clarissa Shields and Baumgartner and Clarissa Shields and all of this? Because AJ's the Baumgartner simp here, and I have
wait.
Hold
on. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I mean, wait.
My oldest daughter's birthday yesterday. What? I dropped what she looked like in the chat. I dropped what she looked like on Instagram, and it lit up the place. I was like, and I said it. I said, the bitches, niggas going mad over a Baumgartner when there's kids like this walking around, and I'm responsible for it. That washes her. I didn't see AJ reply.
No. I mean, because I was catching up to the chat later on, and I actually didn't watch the video. I mean, I saw the video, I watched it.
We'll probably never know.
Honestly, like I could say, you might be surprised to hear this from me. Clarissa made a lot of sense. I agree with a lot of what she said.
I'm talking about my kid washing Baumgartner because you made Baumgartner, and I'm not being biased. I swear, not being biased.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna lie. Do you know how many boxers inboxed me direct message? Went, who's your friend? Like, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. They was like, oh, sorry, she fire. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to take that. Like, fall back.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Thank you very much. Now fall back. You're still getting more like, no, but I mean, she's firefight. Fall the fuck. Yesterday, my daughter had Instagram on lock. This is what I'm saying. Everybody's tweaking about Baumgartner. No. Listen, she's a 6, Baumgartner. Letting you not know that. I was telling you that there's girls that walk around that wash her. One of them's my child. I was just like, okay. If my daughter boxed, it would be crazy. It'd be done. It'd be a fucking.
Baumgartner is one of the few females that puts makeup on and looks worse. So if she was a 6 when you did that interview, she's a 5 with the makeup. It just doesn't like, oh man, come on, man. You act like you ain't never tried or seen no women before. What the hell?
Kind of noticeable too. So
yeah, it's obvious. It's real. No, and to be honest,
she shouldn't wear makeup.
and now that last video she look at, and I'm not trying. Look, man, no, I can say it because I don't know. I ain't hear no updates after she got caught or whatever. But I noticed some of the masculinity, the little of her face. It's because from that stuff, her head looks different.
Have you noticed now that she trying to rectify? It's it's lessened.
Yes, it's obviously different because
I said it. Guess what? Kit Kat, you go away. Don't give it to Baumgartner. You go give that white chocolate to Baumgartner. Listen, I said it right. You don't. No one can say it, but there's an undertone that people would love to say, Shan, you being a hater, but they can't tell me I'm being a hater because there's nothing to hate on her, to be fair. But I know there's the undertone. Any minute you critique her, criticize her, you're allowed to criticize Clarissa Shields. Nobody defends her. Nobody tells you you're a hater when you say the exact same things about Clarissa Shields, about Clarissa Shields of what you said about Baumgartner. There's two different scopes put on these girls, which is unfair. They both talk shit, but one is deemed as, seems to be like she's the Tyra Banks of boxing, but she's not. And she popped. And Clarissa Shields called her out on it. And her masculinity is left the build dizzy. Because all of a sudden, yeah, it's burial time now. You know why? You know why it's burial time? Because I held my tongue for. I held my lengua for a little while on the Baumgart thing, which she came in on my show and she stank the joint out. Everybody saw it. Everybody knew it. Everybody told me it. And everybody knows how I interviewed, and she came and she stank it out. Or on purpose for no reason, shit attitude, and everybody that's met her in real, they've said the same thing. Her attitude stinks. It's dirty. It needs a bath. And then, you know, she thinks that she's above reproach and that she's the best thing because of you simps, thinks she's the best thing since sliced bread. She ain't. She's regular. She's regular degular in the streets of London. Maybe in Ohio, even though she doesn't like to claim Ohio. All of a sudden, she's from Detroit, where you're not.
You really don't want to bang off no Detroit females. I'm sorry.
You don't really want to bang off on them girls. Them girls there will obliterate your whole life.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
You need more people.
I found that weird. You know, people who were born somewhere but then claiming to be somewhere else. You know, I always find it strange.
You could say I'm born and raised in Ohio, but I moved to Detroit, and that's my second home. I've lived in a couple different places in London. I know where I'm from.
I just claim like where I've lived at the longest is my home. They're pretty much, or where I've resided. That's how
I'll say I'm born somewhere, and it's sort of like when people make the argument, "Oh, he's from New York." Like, bro, if you left somewhere when you was 2 years old and you grew up,
not from New York.
Oh man,
yeah.
No,
you grew up in fucking
it's not a New York.
Providence, motherfucker. You from Providence, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, I was born in Oakland, California, but now I've resided in Union City, California for like more than 20 years. So
yeah,
you know.
So. Yeah, but overall, you could still say I'm from Cali.
Cali, yeah.
No, Cali, yeah, for sure. But the Bay Area, for sure. So yeah, that's
where
I'm
you have to specify. Yeah, you're actually from. Yeah,
yeah. I was born and raised in different cities. So
yeah,
it's like I was born in Alabama, but I grew up on the West Coast in Tacoma and Seattle area. So and people can tell when they talk to me down there. Everybody, like if I was like, "Yo, I'm from Alabama," they're like, "Well, why you talk like that?"
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's where I feel like where you spent the majority of your life and you grew up, especially where you went to grade school, things like that. That's where you're from.
Yeah, you're from Tacoma, then.
Yeah, I'm from Tacoma, straight up. You know, so
yeah,
that's all it is going to be to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you're. Would I say, oh, you're from Alabama? You could take on a technicality go, you're from Alabama though, but you could be like, yeah, I'm from Alabama. On a technicality, you could say I'm from Alabama, but that's because you're born there. But do you understand?
Yeah, exactly. You can say you're from there, but like I said, somebody asked me where I'm from. I'll say Tacoma.
Yeah, where are you from? Tacoma. Yeah, because you don't sound like an Alabamian. You don't sound like an Alabama. It's Alabamian, isn't it? Alabamian.
Yeah, it's funny down here. People ask me what that accent. What you mean? Y'all the one with the accent.
Yeah, you lot.
Y'all the one talking about y'all and all that.
People about an accent, the fucking cheek, isn't it? We're like, what? Like, oh, you've got the accent. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, she's claiming that she's from Detroit You're claiming against the girl that's from literally where the water is full of fucking lead. You know, and you want to, you want to tell her that you're from there. Girl, bye.
Can I tell you this right quick?
Yeah.
Like, speaking of accents, like in the new Transformers movie, one of the Transformers had a Hispanic accent. Then one of the humans is like, "Oh, hey Poppy, where you from? Cybertron? Oh, where's your accent? What accent?
What accent? No, yeah. Hispanic people, Latinos never know that they've got a
Wu-Tang is in the building, baby.
Never know that they've got an accent. Never know. What accent?
I'll send you the clip. I'll find it. I'll send you the clip.
Yeah, send me the clip. I get it every day. Oh, your accent. I literally forget, and I'm like, oh yeah. But I do have an accent. But everybody's got an accent, right? That's
It just depends on where you're at when you're speaking. If where you're from, no, I'm the one with the accent. But if you're over here where I'm from, you're the one with the accent. So it's just just depends on if you're in your place of origin, then I have the accent. So that's why I had to take the. Oh yeah, technically, yeah, I do got a West Coast accent because down here, all y'all talk like nah.
Yeah,
so,
like
it's like, I'm like, all right, I'll rock with that.
Yeah, you got the accent. Yeah, I just forget that when someone says your accent, I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah, my accent. I do got a different accent because I am talking to you lot for the most part on a day-to-day. Everyone around me is American, for real. Right. I talk like you lot. I've thrown a little y'all now. You know what I mean? I have to be able to relate and talk American English because I know when I try and talk my normal way, you lot don't understand.
A in the water every now and then.
Yeah, you know. So yeah. But I grew up in America as well. My family's American, like everybody knows. So for me, just to be switching and adding little bits in that it's not a problem. It's how I kind of naturally talk anyway, to be fair. But if I am around a certain other crowd of my East London mates, it does bring out more of my Cockney side. Like, yeah, you're right, love. Everything going well. Yeah, you look well, love. You're looking good, girl. If I came on here talking like that, you lot would be like, subtitles, please. So yeah, you got.
But even think in the essence of like, the way you speak, and then somebody from like Liverpool, it's like it's complete like so, or even whoever that was like from Plymouth or whatever, like completely different talking. Even in the same context, it's crazy how it's like that.
Totally. That is, we call that their country. They're the boonies. They're from the boonies. Yeah. You lot a country, mate. Yeah. In London, we're like this. We've got like, we're snooty. Like anybody that's got an accent that's from outside London, you're deemed as country straight off rip. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, you're from the country. We think we've got the best accent in the whole UK Isles. We do though.
If you live somewhere where there's more grass than buildings, that is the country. Keep it real.
Where's grass than buildings? We live in a metropolis here. It's like any major city. Lots of different places, big buildings. Oh, we do have grass and greenness, but yeah, I'm a city girl. Yeah, so, but I don't mind a little country, little suburbia. Suburbia's in between the city and the country. Sometimes country. I couldn't live in the country, not fully. I could live in the suburbs, but in the country, I'd find it hard. British country, I'm talking about. I don't know about you lot's country.
To me, mosquitoes.
Just mosquitoes. Yeah, every summer attacked. This year, not too bad. It weren't that hot. Last year, as you remember, I got eaten alive. They was all right. I've checked everybody's weather. Atlanta, California, North California, South California, like you lot's weather. We're all pretty much Atlanta. You lot still hold some heat, even now, a little bit of heat.
It's so day to day. It's like weird, like because then every time it warms up, it starts raining. So
but that holds heat, rain. So I'll tell you, I'll put it into Fahrenheit because y'all don't do Celsius.
It's raining now for us.
Yeah. So right now in the UK, it's 50. In London, it's 54. 54 degrees Celsius. So the highest that it gets this week is we go from the lowest temperature will be 39 and the highest will be 55. So we range from 39 in the morning, just the lowest it will get. 55 is the top, which isn't that cold, to be honest. Then in New York, they're sitting at 46 right now, but they've got a high of New York. Oh, New York. Okay, New York. But New York, they go from 27. God, they go from 27 to a high of 52. That's cold. So that's colder than London. My one's only for London because the rest of the UK is cold and it snows up there and all that. It don't really snow here at all. So New York's colder than London at this minute. New Jersey, it goes from the coldest it goes from is 26 to 61. Tell me, that's very cold, isn't it? 26.
Yes.
Yes, real
very
cold.
That's probably freezing. That's freezing. That's way below normal for us.
If I turn that into Celsius, that's going to be like -5 or something dumb like that. That's fucking cold. So 61 is not bad though, Fahrenheit. But it's only one day that it goes to 61, and that was today.
Not bad, but still cold though. So.
Then it dips to 41. Yeah. So okay, and then let's not read about Kingston, Jamaica, because it just stays hot the whole year round. No point. You know what I mean?
Stay the beach.
Yeah, everybody cool, everybody irie. So Atlanta is currently right now, at this time right now, it's 46 degrees, but today was today it's going to be a high of 56. So your lowest was, there's a bit of rain, not too much coming next week. So your lowest is 27 and your highest is 61.
Yeah,
so
temperature drops
really, really cold to warm like in one day. That's
the weather's it's impossible to be, because literally it's freezing cold. And I mean, I'm talking about freezing cold. I didn't have to break out some of my New York gear, you know what I'm saying? That's how cold it's been at night. And then it's warm in the day and the sun's out, but then the next day it might be cloudy and rain. It's get sick weather. You gotta just wear the same thing no matter what. But then you go out and too hot with all this stuff on, you so sick.
And wear layers, and if it gets warmer, start taking the layers off.
Exactly.
Wear too much instead of not enough. Yeah, that's crazy. So we're kind of like what we would say London and Atlanta. You lot all dip down to temperatures that are colder than London. But when you peak up, you're a few degrees higher, but not much. But you're colder than us. So then we got Las Vegas, which is a high of 64. But the coldest it is in Las Vegas is 34, and the highest is 64.
Hey, the bad thing about I went to Vegas last year in February. The bad thing about their weather is when the wind starts blowing, it feels like it'll say that it's 40 something, but it feels like it's freezing.
Yeah, they will tell you on here like what it actually feels like. Yeah. So I mean, 39, 34, 34. Yeah, it goes from cold. See, you guys are all kind of okay. So this is North Cali, where AJ's from. AJ's North Cali. So they go from right now it's 60 degrees right now where you at. You had a high of
that's close. I just said 61. I mean, but that's more or less.
Yeah. And you've got a lot of rain coming up today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yep, it's been raining a lot. So.
Yeah, so the lowest that you guys did is 36, and the highest you go is 64. So yet again, your nights are colder than London because you're in the minus. Well, you lot call it negative, but
37. Okay, wow.
No, you go lower. 36.
Oh, lower than that. 36. Okay.
36. That's cold. So yeah, and then there's Sydney, Australia, who our brother Jed's from. Right now they're having their summer, but I've noticed it's not as hot as it usually is. So today's a hot day for them, and they've got but they've got a storm. So they're currently at 86 degrees. They had a high today of 93. They dip. The lowest that they dip is summer is 61, and the highest is 93. But then they average out most of the days in the 70s. So that's not really a hot summer for Sydney, Australia. Usually it's mad hot. Won't do Venezuela. That's no point. No one else will give a shit. It's like Jamaica. Virginia now is 44 currently. That's cold as well, isn't it? They had a high of 57. The lowest that day was 29, 25. That's cold, isn't it?
Yeah, it's freezing.
Yep. Yeah, it's cold. Very.
25 up to the highest is 59, 20. See, that is sick weather. It goes from freezing. Do you see the UK stays like, because we have rain, it stays warm. Like we're not going into freezing. A lot of people always misconstrued that the UK is always just, I tell you what it is, it's grey, right? In the winter. But people misconstrued that it's like a freezing cold. London isn't. The rest of it, fuck them country cats, is freezing for real. But for us in London, it's not as cold. I'm giving you this so you lot can do the comparisons. So in California right now, it's that. Is this Southern California? Southern California. Is this Southern? Yeah, 30 degrees. That's freezing. They had a high of 38.
Damn.
That's freezing. So the lowest that they went on Tuesday, it starts off at 22 degrees. The highest that they'll get to in the next 10 days is 59. Do you see that big scale? 22. That's like, you may as well have snow. Isn't it?
Exactly. No, what's funny is that there's a term where they say it's too cold to snow.
Too cold to snow.
Yeah. When it starts warming up and it's raining, I was talking to somebody the other day about that. I say, when it warms up to about 35 and it's raining, that's when it'll snow. But I'm like, if it's at 20 something, it ain't gonna snow.
Yeah, it's weird. It has to be a specific.
And if it happens though, that's the worst thing that happens, especially after it rains. Don't drive nowhere. The icy roads, people don't know how to drive. They're dumb.
Yeah, you get the black ice as well. Here you get black ice, and it's where it's like with dirt, and it seals over on the ice, and you literally can't see it. And yeah, and there's a lot of crashes that happen with that, and a lot of deaths. But yeah, just showing you that. Do you understand? The UK is not as London, shall we say? Let me clarify. London, we're not as cold as what you lot think. I mean, we're cold, but you lot are in the negatives. We're not. Not once do we touch minus. I have to say negative for you guys to understand. We do minus here. I don't know why you call it negative. It's minus. Not once do we go into any minus. All of the rest that I've read, even where Edward is, it starts off minus, like negative. That's freezing. So shouts out to the UK. Stop picking on us and telling us that we're always cold when we're the warmer place than all of you, and I've just proved it. Wild. Anyway, back to boxing. Oh, there was enough of my fucking weather.
Yeah, speaking on the Baumgartner. Here's the other thing is, like, speaking of her privilege, like,
speak on it. He goes very radio silent on that. I tried to out. Like, AJ, you're never going to get with her. You're not going to meet her.
I know this. I know.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Never gonna get it. Never.
Hey, far away. I know I'm never gonna see her or meet her in person, so it's all good.
You might meet her in person. I'm capping. You might meet her in person.
Maybe. So, I mean, we'll see.
We're only go ahead, Edward. I'm only saying things that is factual. But go ahead. I wanna.
No, straight up though. I like how she just try to gloss over in that video, like she doesn't understand why she's not in the ring or something. Like, come on, man. It kind of was irritating. Then I see people talking about. Then they're posting their banners at a video. Oh, Baumgartner and Clarissa Shield at 147. Clarissa Shield was almost dying going out to 154. You talking about 147? Come
They're
on,
never about
man.
to fight. No way. They're never about to fight. No way.
Clarissa Shields, and I'm not even. Clarissa Shields said, "If you want to fight me, you gotta come up."
Thank you. That's what you got to do. And you already got the juice. You should be able to come up.
Just like Tasha Jonas did. They went up.
Terry Harper did.
Yeah, Terry Harper, Tasha Jonas. That's what they did. Like a few of them. And Katie Taylor did it. Yeah, I mean, going up to go and get the 140.
She looked at Drain when she came down to fight Gabrielle at 154.
Anna
That was the
Gabriel.
last time. Yeah, that was the last time she needed to ever come down there because you could tell she was not. There was a wrap.
Yeah.
It was
She's
different.
like
It's hard for women, especially women that are very fit. They have a lot of weight in their hips and stuff. They just can't lose weight like that. You can't do them like that. That's gonna make them weak and sick.
No,
you
we
know.
can't. Sorry.
Speaking of, AJ would know this. It's sort of like the cyborg situation in US. Like you can't have girls losing weight like that because at some point in time it is actual muscle and stuff. They don't hold as much water as a dude.
Yeah.
Dudes can dump out 30 pounds of water, but not women. You can't do that like that.
AJ, can you see it moving? Look. That's just ass. It can't go nowhere. Look. It's a lot there. You lot don't really realize what's happening from under the banner, but like it can't be lost. It can't. If you're a certain weight, you can get down a few pounds, like Ed was saying. But there's no way we're built with hips and arse and then muscle, and then you're going to start eating into it. You get sick. We can't.
Hips and arse. Sorry.
Exactly. It's just not healthy for him. But yeah, like I said, she talking in that video, acting like, oh yeah, I bet the bring up. Why don't you get your shit cleaned up first?
Why don't you get your shit cleared up, you fucking drug cheat?
Yeah,
I mean, that's the video I was talking about. Clarissa explaining, it's like she's actually making a lot of sense.
Clarissa duppied her. She
made a lot of sense in the vid. I didn't disagree with anything she said.
I don't agree on the best days with Clarissa Shields, but I disagree with what's right and what's a fact and what's true. And everything that she said, I couldn't call cap on it. You're coming in there like, yeah, so right, I did a little hair follicle test. I'm good. We have to wait for the WBA and the WBO and the IBF and the WBC. Like what they say. Like you just jumping in and calling people out and you're being mad disrespectful about it. That's why, you know what? It was so fake. Because this whole fake friendship, and it serves Clarissa Shields right as well to be taking people under the wing. Because when she was on my show, I already remember that she wasn't. Lisa Baumgartner didn't like Clarissa Shields. So when I saw them all acting, oh, we're undisputed, you're undisputed, yeah, we're in the undisputed team. Like, let's hang out, let's go to the movies and all that. I was like, this broad is fake. She's a social climber. She want to step on where she can get to, and she'll stab you in the back. I've grown up with girls like that. I know girls like that. They'll stab you in the back. They don't really like you. They use you for what they can thingy. And that's exactly what she did to Clarissa Shields. She got Clarissa Shields' fans and, and now look, she's calling her out. It's not a problem calling her out, but what was the problem is it was the disrespect and that followed through with it, which was just like kind of crazy coming from Baumgartner. Oh, I've been said I wanted to fight you. I said
the fight's not going to happen anyway, so never.
The fight's going to happen anyway. Like Clarissa Shields said, go fight people at fucking 135 and move up.
That's what I was saying. She made a point. She could fight Cameron Taylor and several others.
Go challenge Katie Taylor's reigning undisputed in 135 and 140. Pick a division, bitch. Go pick one and go up.
She could take on the winner of Michaela Mayer and Jonas.
Go 147 and fight Windmill. Go fight McWindmill, Bolo Punch, McWindmill, McCaskill, whatever you want to call her. She no fundamentals, her.
Or the winner of Michaela Mayer and Natasha Jonas.
Yeah. Go and fight Michaela again now without the juice. Can you go down? Maybe you can go down. That's like you've asked Clarissa Shields to go down. You go down and go fight Amanda Serrano. Get your ass. Go and you do it. Can you? Because no disrespect, look, Edward, she ain't got that much. She ain't got that much body that she can't shift. Like Baumgartner's muscle, but I mean, she's not a woman that's too curvy. Like Clarissa Shields got calves. Baumgartner's more muscle. Like she can shift a bit more. Her build is more athletic, lovely build, but it's more. Do you understand what I'm saying? She ain't really hippie. She ain't really assy. Do you understand? So let her go down. Us bitches leave us. We got to stay where we at. We ain't going down for you. Clarissa Shields ain't losing all that ass for you.
Mic drop.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I got to play. Where is it? This is what I got to play. AJ said, yeah, mic drop. I need to get a mic drop. It was there. crazy. You know what I mean? Just come on, man. Just move better than that, my girl. Move better than that. You get me? You're not from Detroit. Nobody has to acquiesce to you. You've got to clear yourself. Once I don't even care. You know what? Like, I just keep same energy. Conor Ben, I banged on him. I bang on her. Will I watch her again? Yeah, I watch loads of fighters that have popped and I still watch them. It's not a problem to me. I'm not like, oh, I ban him from the sport if you do it twice. I think Gerald Miller should be out. But I will watch Baumgartner. I like watching her. I like watching her how she boxes. I do. But I just don't like this attitude, like this sense of entitlement that because she thinks she's pretty, that it goes about. You should see on Twitter, people simp. Like, oh my God, look, she's calling out, oh, free the queen, let her fight. But when it was let it be Conor Ben, I saw everybody saying a whole lot of shit. So I just keep the same energy.
Yeah, she do it. This jocking culture is annoying, man. It's like you guys gassing females up, and
They don't see no girls. That's what it is. They don't see no girls in their life.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like I've always said this, even seeing the pretty women. There's women that you guys walk by every day are just as pretty as these ones you idolize. It's just you're too scary just to say hello. It's stupid. It's like you want to have that's why whatever. And all these little platforms are making things. That's why you have stuff like Twitch that is supposed to be for like video gamers and girls on their topless and stuff. Because the dudes are lame and they just jock these females and this is ridiculous.
I really don't see the point in that. Like watching these chicks play while they're on the top. Like what do we get out of that?
What do you get out of that?
I mean, like seriously, like what do you get out of that? I don't really get it.
What it is because they establish they establish like kind of like a rapport with the girls and end up and hopefully then they end up meeting because they end up talking like, here's my dough, here's my big dough, and it catches the girl's attention. She's like, oh, this guy's a big baller, let me look at him. And then they start talking. You know, I think you can do DMs and that. I don't know. I don't have one, by the way. So just, you know, I think you can, you know.
Oh, you heard it.
You threw me off. You threw me right off, didn't you? I think you can DM people on it, and I think that's what they do. So the guys are doing it in hopes that they meet. Because I mean, what do you men really get out of that shit watching?
That's why I asked. It's like I don't understand that. Like I don't get that at all. I mean, it's kind of like how, like, you know, certain people have like wish lists on Amazon and stuff like that. You know, wish list that. Wish.
Sorry.
I mean, wish list like random guys to buy them gifts, like just women gifts. Like I don't. Wait a minute. So you're buying gifts for people you don't even know?
Just give me money. This is all right. Just give me fucking money, mate. You know what I mean? I come on here, just drop a money. At least I'm providing like a morally correct
service. But yeah.
I mean, give me money. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. This is the maddest thing. I could probably make more money on OnlyFans than I do on here. Easy, probably. Ain't that
but you have a conscience and you have standards, because even at the end of the day, it's like this and it's gonna sound crazy, but that's the easiest way for a woman to make. Any woman that's halfway decent could do something like that. And it's
but why don't I get paid handsomely by spitting boxing and giving boxing content? Why if I went tomorrow and did an OnlyFans and did an account of OnlyFans for like 6 months, I bet you if I showed you my accounts on OnlyFans versus my accounts in YouTube, it would be a stark difference.
Where
on YouTube, I'm offering so much as a content creator. Do you get what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. Why can't they respect you intellectually instead of just being focused on something sexualized? Because that's
pay me though. Pay me for my mind. It's a good mind. Pay me. Why wouldn't you pay me for my mind, but you only want to pay me for my body? It's wild because there's girls that offer no mind. So, you know, those that got no mind don't matter. We know that. So there's nothing to pay. If they just offer their body, cool. So you pay for that. But if there's bitches like me that can offer the mind. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't I pay? I will be, by the way, but just saying. But why, in the grand scheme of things, are not paid for the mind? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you think that's what?
It is wild.
And I mean,
personally, I find boxing. I find that I would find your boxing
more sexy,
more entertaining than the OnlyFans.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. And then, but then also, then there's women that they've got the mind and they don't have the look. But okay, so I get it. You lads don't want to pay for that either. I was just like, it's not really us. It's y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it's
YouTube is a platform dominated by guys, and they have, I don't know,
why don't they pay me?
Maybe they're not used. I don't know. Maybe they're not used to.
And this
I don't know what the hell. It's hard for me to put myself in that place because I've never been a fucking square. So I don't know. I just don't know.
Let me ask AJ. So AJ, because AJ is a fucking phenomenal supporter of this fucking channel. Look, the guilt entered the building. We'll get to that in a minute.
Be Paul on deck.
Yeah. Everybody else follow motherfucking suit. Hit the Cash App. No, AJ, let me ask you a question because you're such a phenomenal contributor to this channel. Why? And you're welcome. No, but it's amazing. You tell me the reasons why, and being all honesty, like we're just being honest, like honest. There's no wrong answer, no right answer. Why do you donate to this channel handsomely?
I love this channel. I love being here. I love your takes. I like the people who join the panel. I love the streams, and it's just it's fun for me. It's become a big part of my routine now in my life. And you know, your many videos, the ones you put out, like on updates, you know, weekly updates, stuff like that. I mean, ever since I first discovered you, like way back when, like more than 2 years ago. One of my favorite channels. It's a great channel for boxing and content.
Yeah,
that's the honest reason. That's the honest answer. Not to mention that you're gorgeous, so as well.
I'd like to say, no, I'm being a dickhead. See, that was great. Thank you, because I have to maybe just ask people what it is, and you've given a great. But then AJ, but then I could say, but there's other females in the space that do what I do. Right? Do you do?
If there is, I don't really. I'm not really familiar with anybody else. I mean, if there is, I would take time to know, but I don't fuck with them. I don't like. I mean, I would have to. I really don't know much female content creators like yourself with such a large channel and platform that's out there, like personally. So, I mean, if I did, I would frequent them and I have to get a look. But more or less, this is just the main one I know for the most part.
Yeah, this is what you like. And you like this. Yeah. And
most of the ladies talk about the same boring other type of. You
tell me now, Edward.
See, this. I mean, one reason this is a hardcore boxing channel. This is not like a casual channel. This is hardcore. This is a hardcore boxing channel.
Yeah,
it's not for casuals.
Yeah. It's not casual. I know, and I'm still learning. But I'm not a casual. So that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Edward, what do you like? Would you say, because you do frequent and you do know there's other females and you do go to other females and you do go to other male content creators. I don't want to just bridge myself in the female content creator, but as a boxing content creator, what do I provide that you like?
Enthusiasm about the boxing game. Just bottom line, that just matters because there's a lot of people that are out here talking about boxing just because it's generating them some money. You can always tell because they got the same headlines in their fucking thing. Like, keep it real, Shan. You can have 100 people here, and you can have one. You still gonna talk boxing. So that matters when it's throwback. Like I'm not new to boxing. A lot of these other people, they feel like new channels where they don't like we connect like Floyd Mayweather. because that's when we grew up. We were younger then. We know about Tyson and shit. If you ask somebody about boxing and they don't mention Mike Tyson as their first name or Floyd, then something's wrong. Like, bro, you don't know shit about boxing. I don't want to talk.
I don't.
It's just keeping it real.
I've heard people start their boxing career from a Tyson Fury or a Deontay Wilder, or who else is it? Tank. Before them, they don't know boxing because I always expose them. They come on my channel and try and troll me, and then I start talking about like Bivol and Beterbiev, and they're like, "Yeah, so what's your take on it?" They're like, "Oh, I don't know who Bivol is." And we had a guy that come on here, and he was like, "I don't know who Bivol is." We're like, what? Okay.
I remember that guy. I remember that guy that was on here. Some guy was on here like a few weeks, but I was doing a rewatch of the week, and the guy was saying like how Canelo only lost to Bivol because Canelo was asleep at the wheel or some shit like that.
Yeah, we was like,
no, Bivol was just better. That's what happened.
Yeah, he was like, I don't think Bivol's that good. And he's like, so how many fights of his have you seen? Like, none.
Yeah, if he's not that good, why
just the Canelo fight, that's it. Just the Canelo fight, that's all he watched. That's it.
Hey, what happened in that Canelo rematch with Bivol? Oh yeah, that's right. Never happened.
Yeah, and they were saying like, why doesn't Bivol rematch Canelo because he knows he'll get beat and that? I was like, nigga, do you know? I just had
because this is the thing about it. If you underestimate a guy like Floyd, if he underestimated somebody and he thought that maybe they wouldn't do, he'll just run it back and be like, okay, there you go. And those are fights that he's like, he won, and they're like, oh, well, what's his name did better? Okay, well, then I'll just wash him the next time. How about that? Canelo didn't want no Bivol smoke. He ran up. Bivol even was going to weaken himself, come down and whoop that ass, and he didn't want no smoke. So get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night. You in here dragging up Jamel Tarlow.
But just listen to the logic of that argument, how insane that sounds. Like, okay, so you're saying that, Canelo, based on what you're saying, is like, oh, Canelo doesn't want to fight Bivol in a rematch. Mm-hmm. Or, Bivol doesn't want to fight Canelo in a rematch because he's scared that he'll lose, even though he beat him in the first fight. Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds?
Look, hey, the first time they came up with the Canelo excuses and people let that shit ride, it was going to be a lifetime. So I'm sorry, Canelo. Oh, he was too young. We reflect 40-some plus fights, a unified 154-pound champion, 23-year-olds consistently knocks out 36-year-olds.
Don't waste your breath. They don't even need to get that knowledge. We've said this.
Yeah, and so it's like every time they just don't understand. If you come to me and the first dude you start talking about in boxing is Tank Davis, I don't want to never talk to you again.
Yeah,
because that means you don't know shit about boxing, and it's I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear that. Like my favorite fighters, as everybody knows, is Bud Crawford and Anthony Joshua from the heavyweights. But I don't want to hear that. That's where you started. I don't want to hear that's where you first started knowing boxing, and you're of a specific age, by the way. Like you're from our era, and then you're like, Errol Spence and pre. That's what happens. The Errol Spence lot always come on the channel, right? And they never know anyone pre-Spence. Like nothing. I'm just like, oh, God, it means you don't know shit about boxing. You don't. I heard people.
I noticed a few times when I was on here talking about Oscar De La Hoya fights, and people like, bro, if you have not watched some of them matchup, because if you want to watch a fighter that fought all kind of different styles, and you tell me you ain't watched no Oscar De La, you don't know who Ike Corte is, you don't know who fucking Sugar Shane Mosley, shut up talking to me. Because you've never seen real boxing. And we can say we want there's some great guys, but the talent deficit, they're probably the best at 70% of what one of them dudes was. I mean, just keeping it real. So if you haven't seen, and YouTube is full of all the fights you want to see, man, in high definition. Don't get it twisted, man.
Yeah.
You can look up hella fights, even obscure ones, and find them on YouTube.
Say that again, Ace.
I mean, that's true. You could look up any fight damn near nowadays, even obscure fights.
Near enough, you could find fighters when they was amateurs.
And I just love the excuse the Spence fans like to say that Bud had a weak resume. I mean, if Eddie Spence fan says that from now on, I'm just going to say, okay, so if Earl Spence had Bud's resume, would you be saying that?
No, we know the hip hop. So it just doesn't even. Yeah, those types of fans, I'm done with them. Like I'm done with. I'm absolutely. I'm going to do the super chats, guys. I absolutely don't care if they're going to fight again. I don't really need to see that fight again. The only reason why I'm just absolutely like, because it's just going to ramp them all up again into your chats, into your comment section, coming in. Oh, well, this time, he's going to, Spencer's going to be the real guy now because he's at 154. Last time he was we're going to get all of that. I can't be bothered.
Wasn't he supposed to be the guy in the first fight?
I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'll just talk about it I ain't entertaining. I'll do a phone-in show. It'll be one of my biggest views because that was a massive show. I had over like 1,000 and odd views. I had like 200 people in the fucking chat. Phone was ringing off. You know, we had all the. I don't even use the content. Like, I should chop it up. It's crazy. I've got crazy content. Do that, but then I'm just going to call the fight after fucking Spence gets washed, as we predict he will. Then I don't want to hear nothing. Put these lot to bed. Name of Father, Son, Holy Spirit. We done. Let's do the super chats. Shouts out to Dr. P for dropping that $250 on your girl. There you go, brainy gal. That's right. The bitches. Also, let's do the other one. Let's see. Because this actually stores the super chats now, so people don't panic that, oh, you haven't seen it. It puts it into a separate file now. They heard us, you know what I mean? So we never miss a super chat now, which is good. Okay, let's go. And here's for the, okay. So thank you to Dr. B for dropping that $250 on your girl. Fiver, thank you very much for the deep sea diver. And here's for the looks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was sweet of you. Thank you very much, Dr. P. And there we go. Mi hermano. Little bars. All right, let's go. Shouts out to AJ all day for dropping that $250 on your girl. Here you go. Where's that going? So it's 250, 250. What are we doing? Brains, looks. 250 on the brains, 250 on the looks. What are you saying, AJ?
Both.
Yeah, so 250. We're going
250 for the brains, 250 for the looks.
We're going 250, 250. All right, cool. Watch when you see the ass. No, I'm joking.
I'll spend another $5 for that. No, I'm just kidding.
$5. You did $500. That's why I'm not on OnlyFans. No, I'm joking. I got a kid. Let me stop. I got a grown kid as well. Fucking hell. Crazy. It's very crazy.
You can always hide your face.
Huh?
You can always hide your face.
I have distinctive marks all over me. And I'm like, that's Shan. I'm like, yeah, that's me, bitch. That's me. Too many distinctive marks around here. Sorry. It's not going to work. I have to have a lot of body makeup. It's not going to work. Where's all the comments gone? Can you not see the comments? My comment bits.
I can see them.
Oh, okay, I got it. Because it puts you in another folder. Okay, I'm back. Oh, yeah, we've got Champ Ross in the building. Ding, 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 ding. What's up, LC, AJ, KOK, Chiggity, Chat? What up, Champ Ross?
What up, Champ Ross?
You for a little minute, Champ Ross. Where you been? Hope you're all good. Let's see who else is on the chat. Go on, guys. Bring up something else. Yeah? Do you want to wrap up the Baumgartner thing then, Edward? In its entirety?
Yeah, we can, which, let's give her the same amount of energy that she deserves. That's it. She's done. Bye-bye. That's how. Just real quick. People just need to start learning the difference between confidence and arrogance. You'll be all right.
There's a total fucking difference. That's what, I let people know that all the time. But hey ho, you have to teach these punks out here. No home training, none at all.
Is that we'll probably never know. You have to make your own decisions and judgments, which is sometimes dangerous. Was he cheating? Was he unlucky? Either way, his reputation is tarnished forever. Because it doesn't matter. You fail a drugs test, you fail a drugs test. You look at his physique on the scales for last Golovkin. I don't need to save money. I want to put on good fights. So that was a good fight for DAZN. So I'm disappointed. But what is the point in signing up for drug testing if when you fail, everyone just goes, oh, don't worry about it, just let him fight?
It's called the Baumgartner approach. But shouts out anyway. She's got that thing from Men in Black. And she goes like this. And everyone's memory is like, simp.
The neuralizer.
Yeah, and then it just goes simp mode activated. Yeah. You know what? She actually opened a YouTube channel Everyone's AJ, tell me about the channel. She's got a channel where she's talking.
I know.
Hella super chats flying there. How many super chats have you given her, AJ?
Actually, you wouldn't believe me no matter what I said. So
I won't believe you.
Set you free, brother.
I've given her. I mean, well, I've given her already. Not done. I mean, I think she's posted one video. If I'm not mistaken. It was the one where she gave the interview, like just talking to that. Yeah. So
she'd make a ton. If she like every week was on there, she'd make a ton of money.
That's what I'm saying. She can really capitalize on that. All she has to do is just post one video of her posing or something. Then that's it. Like
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she should do that.
I've watched that 10,000 times.
Yeah, you would. Rewind. Till I have to you try and post it in the chat till I have to ban you. No. AJ, no. That's enough. This is enough now.
Rule of thumb, man. Things are nice to look at, but they're always better in person. So get it real.
I know.
You feel me?
I feels you.
No fantasy matchups in the bedroom.
It's getting steamy in here, isn't it? Yeah, it's steam. No fantasy matchups in the bedroom. Bars. For real. It's the real deal Holyfield, is it?
Right, man.
He said night. Fuck yeah.
Hey, real quick, man. Hey, sorry about the side note, but because I have to catch myself every time. But man, I wish a certain R&B artist hadn't messed it up, because every time I want to sing a verse when we be talking, but you can't.
Oh yeah.
You already know what we talking about, but every time, man, he got everything that fits the mold, but you can't say none of this.
I mean, like I've got to the point where I just do it anyway.
It is what it is. That's the part. We didn't know about none of that stuff when we came up or whatever.
So if it needs to be queued up, I'll just say it.
I remember I was at the gym the other day, and out of nowhere, like I just flipped. It was still on my playlist. You remind me of my. Oh shit!
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh man, they can hear me through the headphones. Seems like you said it.
Not because the thing is, it was on the loudspeaker, so everybody could hear it. So I had to hurry up and switch that shit off.
Before you're publicly shunned.
Yeah, you gotta run off. Oh no!
Phone me. Yeah, it's gone that deep. Yeah, fuck it. Like we come from that era. We just if there's a reference, he's got a song for every reference because he just made bangers and hits. So I mean. I'm not
Watts of life.
The only thing what we're not going to do is that we're not going to tell people go buy his album. Like, but if we've got a song in our head that fits what we're saying, then I'm cool. You can say it on this channel. It's fine.
That's
it's
fine. That's why I rock with you. Yeah, that's why. See, that's why, because you know about the real 90s kids, man. Y'all, the rest of y'all.
The rest of y'all are marks.
Most of y'all, all that bull. No, get the fuck out of here.
Listen. Yeah, I don't know what they're saying. I'll stay old. I'll be old. I'll be that old bitch. It's all right. Oh, you're old. Yeah, I am. Because
I'd rather be the 80-year-old me than the 20-year-old you.
Because you lot are marks. All of you. They're all marks. The marks are in the beautician. Fucking hell. This has been a fun show, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been. Who else have
Good times.
Yeah, we had a fun show. Who else have we need to cover to wrap it up? That's happened anything in this week? Gerald Miller needs to get the hell on. You and your baby mama. You listen, all you're doing is talking about Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. Ain't you fighting fucking do triple knee?
He's been bitter for a while, and now he's finally had an opportunity to publicly talk shit. So that's what he's doing now.
Yeah, he needs to go and take several seats.
I mean, what happened to you is your fault.
It's
like, dude.
And it's so sad. He's going up to Eddie Hearn. Why didn't you back me like you back Conor Benn? Eddie Hearn was like, I believe Conor Benn. Furthermore, you're not my.
You tried to destroy his cash cow, bro. What you mean?
You're not my fighter. See your way out. Go away. I'll pull up on you. Like, Eddie was like, okay. I do have security.
I guess Jarrell's got entitlement issues too. So They're
Yeah,
like,
he's
oh,
a fucking loser. He should be banned from the sport. He had every steroid known to man. He should have been fucking banned. He should be eating humble pie, right, and keeping a low profile, you know, sitting at that table at the, you know, at the presser, just saying nothing, just saying the bare minimum of what you need to say to sell your little fight. That's
I
what
I was telling Kenny earlier. It's like when he started taking shots at AJ. They just should have been like, hey, whatever, bro. Just don't pop dirty. Just don't pop. That's all. I'd have been like,
yeah, don't pop, man. Like they don't have enough mouth for what I would like. I want Anthony Joshua to have more mouth because when he does it, he come out the other day, he was talking, you know, saying some stuff. But sometimes you have to tell people, like, but Anthony Joshua did say about, you know, your mum. He did say that at the hospital. So he said your mum.
He did. Your mom need a rent paid again. Okay.
Yeah, your mum. And that was the full UK intermutism. Because you don't hear me say that regular. You know what I mean? Your moms, nigga. Your moms. Even Devin Haney said it. Your moms, nigga. Your moms. That was the best press conference I've ever seen Devin Haney do. He said, your mum. Yeah. Who talk? You little, the guy, Regis is stroke for goodness.
Right. Yeah, that dude was too much.
Like, you private school kid, Devin's never been to private school, but you private school kid, who teach you to be like that? Who do you think you are? Who teach you? And Devin went, you don't know me, you don't know me from nowhere. And the guy was like, yeah, but who teach you? Like the guy's asking, who teach you to think that you're rough? And everybody went, your mom, nigga, your mom. I fucking died. I put it on the show. I played it on the show to AJ because AJ had not seen it. I was like, AJ, you see what Devin Haney said to your mum? He said it. I fucking hilarity. The guy was like, Devin Haney was like, when I knock Regis out, because we're there, we're like, when I knock Regis out, I'm going to come straight over to you and you're going to say, we was just saying all these things because we just wanted to sell the fight. There you go. Regis should fire you. Devin Haney is absolutely fucking hilarious. We missed out. We missed out in a couple of years where we thought he was just boring. I think he's coming into his own. Where these last couple of press conferences have been a joy to watch. When somebody tells you, your mom, nigga, your mom, I'm on that all fucking day. Yeah, can't tell me nothing. Your mum. Yeah.
He's coming into his own, and it's like it was that the build. Like I said, the zone did a great job. That whole Matchroom, I guess it's Matchroom. The whole build up and the promotion for that fight was excellent. That's the type of shit you want to see, man. And fucking both of the guys played the role.
I wonder what it sold at the box office.
Yeah, it was good. I know. Unfortunately, for us it weren't PPV, but for you guys it was, and it didn't do well.
I bought it. I paid, but I'm not. I don't think it. I don't didn't do. I don't think it did well. I'm not. I heard it.
Yeah, we're not sure because you know what people like. It's like because you know there's so like over here. There's such an investment in Tank. They are trying to shit all
on everybody.
They're trying to change like the whole definition of even like where it's at. Look, if you got a fucking place that holds 300 people, but you think only 150 gonna come, and you sell 150 tickets, guess what? If you sell all them tickets, that's a sellout. This motherfucker sold out, and then because Eddie Hearn and them were thinking like, okay, well, you know, maybe 12,000, 14,000 show up. Okay, they sold out. I'm like, shit. Well, okay, let's open up these seats and fill this place out. Let's open up these seats real cheap, and then they trying to make it out as the narrative like the seats the whole time were that cheap.
Because the top tier was $60, but here the top tier always starts off at equivalent of $60 for us. I know it wasn't here the fight, but Eddie Hearn kind of like employed and implemented kind of like a UK equivalency price of tickets. So it'd be available to all. Why are you complaining? Like, you know what I mean? These people that sit down and cape for Tank, you can't even afford to fucking get a ticket because of the prices that Tank's selling them for.
Are you buying his pay-per-views? Tank's pay-per-views or his? Are you going to his fights?
No, you're not even buying. You're not buying them for one. Do you know what I mean? So
I mean, it's funny. It's like the people who argue. It's like, what are you his man? Are you getting the cut of this stuff or what? Like, I mean, I don't.
I don't understand the shit either. I'm like, do you know this dude? Like, why are you defending him?
Like, you getting a cut of his ticket sales? What do you care about that for?
I was just about to say, these new fight fans, right? I break down ticket sales when I'm doing breakdowns and analytics. That's a part of it. But as a fight fan, I just want to know that that's the fight, and I don't care what the tickets cost. Like what they was at $60. Oh my God. Like, I'm just happy that I get to see the fight, or I'm going to go and buy a ticket for the fight and whatever it is in my budget. These new fight fans will, because they're such fanboys of the ops, they will be looking at going, oh, the tickets was comps and the tickets was this or the tickets was that. But did you get to see your favourite fighter fight?
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, so why are you mentioning these things? They're lames. It's just fucking lames. The new fight fans.
Just fanboys.
It's the same argument we make with, like, you guys make prerequisites on motherfuckers, but I'm sorry, Ryan Garcia barely could get 5,000 people. He didn't need no fuck, like, bro, he got the fight. Rolly is obscure somebody. Cruz got in the fight because of some shit with Rolly. How many tickets even now? Like, bro, you can't use an argument. All you're saying is, okay, I fought dudes under these conditions before, but you need more. That just means that you know he can beat you.
Right.
Because if you just know you can wash him, okay, then he doesn't need no pay-per-view buys. Why does any of that matter to you? Why and then you like got this shit going back and forth, like
with Bill Haney.
But it's even worse with the posting of the messages from Eddie Hearn. Here's the thing about it.
Such in bad faith.
Here's the thing about it is why people are irritating me when they're confusing these words. They'll tell somebody to call Al, and then they say because Al's his advisor. But motherfucker, the Ali rule, you need to call his manager. So who the fuck is his manager? And then at the same time, he's his own boss and all this back and double talk. Like, bro, it should not be that difficult for all y'all in this little world to fucking pick up the phone and talk to each other or however you want to communicate. All he had to do when Eddie Hearn said that, let's say you didn't want to talk to him because you had somebody that he should have talked to. You don't say no. You just be like, hey, man, here's my manager's number. Call him. Let's get the fight popping.
You're doing all this clouty stuff then just to be a tweet and delete. That you're the king of tweet and delete, Tank. And you think that doing those types of things in ill faith and bad faith, like moving along in your career, because you may not always have the fat Ellaby and whoever's helping you out, you're burning some serious bridges. Like the Saudis are offering 20 milli, and you turned it down. Wild. That means Tank basks.
Wait, the Saudis offered who 20 mil? Sorry.
Tank basks in mediocrity. Yeah. Eddie Hearn came out on record yesterday. They're offering up to 20 million for a fucking Devin Haney fight versus Tank. He declined. They're offering money. All right, you don't do that fight. Tank versus whoever. He's declined.
Oh my God.
All fucking fights.
He don't want to fight shit. He don't want to fight shit. Here's
the other thing that they're trying to make an argument of fucking trying to, like, I heard him make the argument because when Devin dropped his belt, be honest, he dropped them belts because that motherfucker realized when he was at 140, like, I do not need to go down there no more. But here's the funny part. So you say, okay, let's say the Devin Haney fight is off the fucking table. That does not absolve you so that we have to watch you fight Esau Cruz again. There's fucking Shakir. There's fucking Frank Martin. There's other guys down there you could fight. So you're going to drag out a dude. It's just bullshit. And nobody wants it. So now they're trying to point the finger like, oh, I tried to make a bigger fight with Haney, but he's ducking me. Well, okay, let's say that's true. Even though I know it's not. There's a whole lot of other people you could fucking fight, bro. No. Here's the reality of the situation of Tank being a pro, like 10 plus years now. Regis Prograis is better than anybody on your resume, period.
Facts.
And he got washed by Devin. So let's talk facts, bro. Shit is, it's ridiculous. It's just embarrassing.
I'm done with Tank. I barely talk about him. I'm literally. Do we ever have shows really where we talk like extensively about Tank? We mention him. We keep it pushing because he's never a part of any major conversations because he doesn't fight anybody major.
His fights are like a step above like fucking Jake Paul fights. They're legit boxers and everything, but it's like it's the same kind of atmosphere bullshit. It's not legit.
He gets added to the knockout of the year as well, AJ. The Jake Paul knockout was brutal.
Yeah. That's a candidate. That's a candidate for sure. That's a candidate.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, Jeddy. Hey, my Brody. What up, my sister? I'm in the room. That's right.
Nice uppercut.
Yeah, that was a nice uppercut, boy. and it was at range. It was from range. Like he wasn't even inside the pocket. It was like mid range. Vroom. Right. So I was like, I think he teed him with the right first. No, the left, and then came through with the right.
Yeah, but Shadeja Green lost though as well.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Let's wrap with that. We'll use that as the wrapping out one too.
I didn't watch. I just heard about it. I still got to rewatch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I didn't know I missed it.
Edwards, did you watch it, Edwards?
Yeah, I did, because Shadeja Green talked all that shit and came in there and basically didn't do nothing. She
got out the whole fucking joint, mate.
Yeah, old girl came in there. I like when I already seen how she took her. I'm like, oh, she coming to fight. I've seen that girl fight before, and I was like, yo, Shadeja Green just moving around. I'm like, come on, man. And looking like when she was throwing combinations, like she was just, it looked like that shit like what Shakur be doing, like we throw, like looking at his work and shit. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you know, you're in a fight, right? It's just a joke.
Nada.
Like no effort to win the fight. This is not, it was very uneventful. It was just, to me, it was an easy fight to score the other way.
It was
yeah.
So disappointing.
Well,
yeah. It was a wow, a double one. It got to the point where I don't want to ever see her fight again. I don't give a fuck.
Makes me wonder how she would have done against Savannah or Clarissa.
Makes me want to think, because I picked her to win, but I'm not a big. I like as a person, Cruz DeJohn, but I'm never a fan of her fight style. I'm just not.
Oh my god, yeah, it's just.
There's no fundamentals in it. There's just
nothing. It's like she just like just clinches and hits and clinches and clinches and hits.
Yeah,
like just, you know, it's just really messy. It's really scrappy.
It's very messy, and that fight was another mess. And I was on Twitter. I was like, I don't want to. No disrespect. I don't want to see them fight. I don't care. I'm not going to be running and tuning into like DeJohn Cruz. Like, no disrespect, but I mean, nah, I don't like. I don't like that style. Yeah, I don't like that style at all.
No,
yeah, horrid, untidy, messy, mucky, ugly. Just she fights like I'm surprised that she's 32. She fights like the old school women, like when they first came into boxing. You know, not that fundamentally sound. If you put her, I'll tell you what, and I'm not tooting her own horn, but you know, British female fighters, they're much more on form. They much more look
more polished. They're more polished.
Look at the Sky Nichols, whether you think they're good fighters or not, but fundamentally, how they hold a stance and a pose in there, they look like boxers. How they throw shots. Do you know what I mean? They look like boxers. Them lads, I mean, them girls in McCaskill, it's just windmilling and bowl. It's just nothing. And out of shape. They've got no condition. I don't know. She's a big girl, but I mean, she didn't. What's her name? Cruz didn't look like she did any dieting, and she like.
They're both not body beautiful per se, but
no, they're not. They're not. It's just wild. I was like, God, this is dire. I don't know why they were criticizing the cheap tickets. If I was in that area, I would have bought it. I don't get these new fight fans acting like managers, dumbasses. Right, I know. Yeah, so I don't know where Shadeja goes. And, you know, remember she was supposed to be on this show and she stood me up. But then she messaged me saying that she wasn't alerted that it was the time that it was happening or whatever.
Who did?
That was at Shadeja Green.
Really? Okay.
When I used to be on the Boxing Voice. So Ness set that up a bit. And remember, I went live. I was waiting for her. She didn't show. In the end, we just did our own live. I think you was on the live, AJ. We all rocked out. That was about two years ago. Okay. Maybe a year and a half. Maybe actually. Frank Martin. Yeah, listen. But Frank Sanchez on that card is just going to be. Yeah, Colbert got stopped. Yeah, we spoke about that earlier. CR. God, did you see that, Edward? The Chris Colbert KO.
The touch of death to his face. And he bodied him. It's like,
that
damn.
guy.
I don't know
it
what
doesn't
was worse.
look that hard, but I kept looking like when he dropped it because it was so quick, but then I'm like, it doesn't look like, man. I don't
know what was worse, the knockout or Ray opposing afterwards.
Oh. No, because Cobra fell all out the ring and its strawberry was spilling all on the counter.
Yeah, his head was through the rope, kind of like on the rope. I was like,
the sherbet was all on the outside of the ring. That shit was ridiculous, man. Like you can't like Colbert low key is garbage to me anyway. But man, get out of here, bro. I'm glad that you got finished him.
Where is it?
I'm touching death shit.
Too much flash, not enough substance.
Let me get it. Finish him.
Finish him.
For real.
Fatality.
Yeah, just go down to featherweight, mate. My G, you're too small. You're too small for 130 and the 135 division. Them cats coming down from big weights. I've seen it. I know it. They're coming down from big weights. You just do 126 and be on your way, because you be staying getting slept at the minute, and it's not a good look.
I think this is the first time he was knocked out, if I'm being honest.
I know, but he got stopped. The last
he
time.
just took an ass whooping last time because he ran the whole time.
But no. He Hector Garcia.
Garcia would have
he went the distance, but Hector beat his ass. But he went the distance.
Dropped. Yeah, that's it. He
That's because he ran. That was like complete nowhere to run, like survival mode, motherfucker.
He was on the back foot, pedaling like nada. Pedaling like nothing, boy.
Montana Love, all of them need to go to the same gym.
Oh yeah, oh God!
Each other.
I thought of you. I was like, God. He needs
Get
to
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they won't succeed at the top level. I mean,
he failed me like back to back. Montana Love. I gave him, a chance, miss weight, and all of this shit, and
trying to stay away from Australians.
No, man, you know when I knew it was over? When I see him fucking rapping. Look, motherfuckers, either be a fighter, quit trying. I hate dudes. Thank God for Sean Porter, because otherwise Ohio looking bad out here. Otherwise, it's like y'all just like take fighting seriously. Quit talking about, I want to do this and do that. It's like, man, come on. You guys ain't rappers. You guys are fighters. Do that shit. You come in the ring and just get vixed by a dude. Like, it's all good. At least you had a lot of people to see you get your ass whooped.
I'm done.
Hey, this year 2023 cleaning up a lot. We still got next weekend, but they're cleaning up a lot of mess. We getting rid of some of these headaches in the boxing game.
Get rid of some of these people. Is the day of record.
He's a disappointment, man. I'm very disappointed, but it is what it is. I'll just have to start finding my next guy. But I was already on that after the last fight. Part of me wanted to see maybe him kind of like if he bounced back, then I might be able to give you a pass. But you just got faded by homeboy.
He caught a fade, boy, a super fade. Listen, he's not that guy. Stop. I don't need to see you anymore. Ryan was called squatting like that. Yeah. Look, I did not that geezer the fuck out.
Cobra. He got rayoed.
Ryode, you got Ken, you got Ryode and Ryode. Yeah, you got. I need to actually let me note and do some Street Fighter things. I don't know why I don't have any on here. Street Fighter. Yeah, I need that. Hadouken. Yeah, I need all of them. Yeah, sure.
Uppercut.
Yeah. Uppercut. Yeah, Sonic Boom from Guile. Sonic Boom. Sonic. Yeah, I want all of that. That's where the boy in me comes out. I love Street Fighter. Fucking love Street Fighter a lot. But
Jean-Claude Van Damme is Guile. That's got to be one of the funniest casting choices I've ever seen.
Oh my God. I hated that movie. Jean-Claude, you talking about all American blonde dude, and you bring
played by a fucking Belgian.
I hated that movie, man. I was like, come on, man. Why?
Movie made me hate the game just for
it was like, wait a minute. You talking about one of the iconic games? You going
the animated movie that came out that year was better than that one. Seriously,
you bring this dude out.
That was better than the live action one.
That was dead. That was fucking dead.
Ended it, man. That's why everybody started playing Mortal Kombat. Their movie was better. The game was better.
Yeah, we'll go back to that. Tearing off your whole...
He finished Street Fighter. No more movies after that. It's just like every American was pissed. Like, how the fuck?
Fuck you go and fuck this up like this. Yeah, we don't even want to play. You know, Viacom. Is it Viacom?
Capcom.
Capcom, that's it. Yeah, Capcom lost money after that movie came out for a little minute. Everyone was like, "Fuck Street Fighter."
Yeah, for real.
Fuck that. It's lames. All the people that we like when we play with, they lames. And the movie,
Yep.
yeah, no, that was a big mistake, man, big mistake. But I'm looking forward. I will be doing also, guys, and I would like you to join me. And whoever wants to join me, I'm going to be reviewing there's boxing games online, so I'm going to do a review once a week review on boxing games, solely boxing games, because there's a lot. There's more ones that are kind of obsolete or ones that are very under the radar that people don't know, and they've been brought to my attention. So, I mean, I'm going to do some stuff like that. Maybe have a little quiz, maybe have a little fun, chop and change it a bit, on the weekly wrap-up show, do something a bit different. Do you know what I mean? Have a little, so I thought I'd do some boxing games and we can review them. Because literally all you have to do is pull them up. They're available just on the laptop. I've got the links in that. I'll send you all it if you want. And then, we can have a little go and then give it a 5-star rating. He's a 5-star fighter. He's a hell of a fighter.
Really?
Floyd, we don't like this game. It's a 1-star. And do things like that. And it's not throughout the year. It's literally, I'm just going to do it for in the month, just something different, and different playlists so people can have a look at what's going on there. Because all the little kids, they are looking for boxing games at the minute, which is quite crazy. So I guess we should feed the algorithm and let's have a go and have some fun. I do actually want to get a PlayStation 5 and play, and I do want to get do you know what? I had you remember the little small Nintendos that came out, the little retro ones, the old one, not the Super NES, but the old cube ones. The one.
NES.
Yes. I had that. I borrowed it to my friend, right? No, I borrowed it to my ex, actually. I borrowed it to my ex, and his dog chewed up the wire. I never ever got it back.
Damn.
Years back, yeah. But it's only to be fair, it's only £40, but that's not the point. So I might buy another one. And then I'll do some reviews because it comes fully loaded with about 8,000 games.
That tripped me out. I'm like, how would I ever get through? I had one, but I don't know what the hell. I think I
200, 500. How much is your
There's
one?
so many games in there. It's like some of them, like I never even heard of this shit. But then a bunch of them, like, ghouls and goblins.
Yeah, some of them are really exclusive to they were just in Japan.
Yeah,
and never really filtered through to us. But yeah, so I want to do those Nintendo games review. So if anybody, do you know what? I may do something nice and gift someone. I do a competition and I'll gift that little Nintendo. And maybe if you guys want to, AJ and Edward or whoever wants to participate, grab one of them because they're only £40, which is probably about $55. And you can actually pay them. We could do little reviews if you want and show people.
I'm down.
Yeah,
because I was thinking about that today because I saw some of these new games on the PS5 and I'm like, man, I got to get one. It's not scarce anymore like it was before. You can just go there and
and the graphics is impeccable. The graphics is ridiculous.
I've heard they just released the trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6.
I know.
God, man, wow! I'm like, holy crap!
San Andreas for real, and what was the other one?
Vice City and five and all that. Yeah. That I grew up in high school and playing those games. You know what I mean? All those.
Yeah, and now to see it, how far
how far they've come. You know what I mean?
I know everybody liked it. You be with your lad, and he's all you're there waiting, and he's like, "Yeah, well, just play the game." You're just like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, everything's on pause. Sex is on pause. The lads, you're waiting. You're like that. You're like that. As a teenager, you're like, "Okay, when's the action fucking happening, mate?" Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I remember. In the end, if you can't beat them, you just join them. Just give me the other control pad. Fuck it, nigga. I'm playing too. I mean, how are you, kid? Oh, how did you beat me? I'll be smacking guys up as well. Sonic boom. The hurricane kicks. Fuck it, I'll join.
Yeah, you always had that one.
By the way, Chan, I got there's actually a channel I follow there's actually a channel I follow that does hypothetical death battles. I'll send you Ryu versus Scorpion for Mortal Kombat.
From Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
Yeah, send me these links because then on the next show we'll do a show because we've got a few. On Wednesday, I just got asked to be on D-Star Boxing. Sorry, it came off. Mi hermano. So for his last show before the New Year. So I was literally asked while I was on there. So I'll do that on Wednesday. But we have got the resume. We have got the resume to do, AJ.
Yep, tomorrow. Tomorrow, right?
That's tomorrow. Tomorrow. Love you. Tomorrow. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So that's tomorrow. That will be for part 2.
Yep.
And then we've got still part because we only did 10 and Wilder's 40 fights, 40 odd fights.
We'll find a way to get through it. We'll get through it. We'll find a way.
And AJ's less. He's like 30 fights. I want to say
30, 20. This will be his 29th fight, 28, 28, 29, something like that. Yeah.
He hasn't had that many fights, has he? God, not really. Nah. Considering that you're 2-time unified fucking champion and you ain't even had 30 fights yet. You got to put a little respect on the geezer's name. I just realised that.
That's facts.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Yeah, I just thought that when he's like,
ever since he won that heavyweight title, he was chucked into the deep end early. So
yeah, he was. He was really fast tracked.
That's when that's when like the 2-fight plan the year began, and that's probably why. So
that's pressure. Now I get it. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking pressure. But yeah, so we do that, get through that, because then we got to do prediction show, which would be on Friday. It feels like every day this week I'm going to be on.
Yay.
You look like when I'm on every day. When I did that everyday one, remember when we did the everyday, the lead up, I did every day for 1 week or a week and a half. I think Edward joined in for Spence Crawford, and I was on every day just to. And that was
I was on vacation. I was on vacation for that week. I was here. Yeah.
It was fucking fun though. Like I was like, oh God, why did I say I was going to do it? And I managed to be on every single day. Shouts out to you content creators that do this every day. It's a lot to do it every day. I salute you guys because it's not easy sitting in front of her and hosting a show like daily, and having but most of them content creators, they're actually very much organized. They're way more organized than me. You know, they've got like cue points and stuff like that. You know me, I'm doing it all on the fly. I'm doing it like with the help of you, with the panel members, it's like trying to remember stuff. And as I go by, then I'm writing down, jotting things. But literally, I just, I can hold a lot of memory, like a lot of information. Keeps my brain sharp instead of writing everything down all the time.
I deal with facts, figures, statistics, reality.
That's right. That's what we do now here. But I think we've had an amazing show, and I can close it. I will be back tomorrow though with the I'll show you. We'll be back tomorrow with Channelytics. So yeah, that's that show. So we'll have that show tomorrow. Yeah, that show is I'd actually have to put my glasses on because I'm getting blinder and blinder by the day. I can't believe how appalling my eyesight is. It's bad. So tomorrow I'll have to come in with my glasses, and it's a serious show. We just go stats, facts, and data. I share the screen with the 2 fighters box recs, and we pick. We go through the resume and we pick that fighter's best win, and sometimes the best wins, best win. Just depends, like I mean. And we just it's zero bias, by the way. It doesn't matter if you like the fighter or not. This is solely stats, facts, and data. So we will be doing part 2 of Anthony Joshua and Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Where are you, Wilder? I've got to play you. I haven't played you today, have I? Let's go.
Still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. You just sit here, you don't know what I'm.
Okay. So, yeah, that'll be tomorrow. And then Wednesday, what are we doing, AJ? Something else? We're doing
the conclusion, or
we're doing no, because it won't be. We won't be able to go through 30 fights at all tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be another 10 fights.
Okay.
And then we're going to have to do another day where it's another 10 for the rest. Maybe we'll try and get through 15 tomorrow or something.
Yeah. I think we can. I think we'll be able to squeeze in a lot for tomorrow.
We got to get it done.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, if need be, we could just skip past, whatever. Since Wilder has more, we just skip and do all the fights with it, regardless. So if just depending on what time, if we can make the time, just maybe hour, maybe 2, maybe I say maybe hour and a half would be sufficient to get through everything. So,
AJ, you know how long those shows are. They're never. Even Edward knows they're never an hour and a half. Them shows every time we finish them, they're like 2.5, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
they usually are. So that's why maybe I think
as long as we don't get sidetracked, but that's cool.
We sometimes do. I know with work permit. Let me know the earliest you can do, because maybe starting earlier is the better thing, because it's always a quiet show. Usually people, they're at the other hype shows at that time. I don't really care about audiences. It's mainly a playback gang show anyway. I don't really do that show for audience. If the audience come through, it's cool. So I don't mind starting earlier, because
we can start early. That's fine. We can start early.
You just give me what you can do, because I know you're going to work and you're tired and you need a bit of sleep, and so you let me know what's the earliest and feasible. I don't want you breaking your neck and being like, when you're halfway in the stream and you're like get your rest, but let me know what you can do early, and we'll do that one earlier tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll do that one earlier tomorrow, and we'll do it. And then on the Wednesday, whatever. And then by the Friday, we've got the prediction show, which I want everybody involved in anyway, the prediction show. We want to do a prediction, Edward, we're predicting the whole entire card. So we're going to go through and just do our predictions. So maybe I'll get the phone lines working there as well. So let's see. Maybe I'll start promoting. Is Edward still there? Edward?
Yeah, I'm still here.
He was just turning into Superman. He was just gone back to Clark Kent now. You go back to Clark.
Wait till Friday, go give me some M&Ms. You feel me?
Yeah. Only the blue ones. You need the blue ones.
Right.
Yeah,
there used to be a little light brown ones until they replaced them.
I love the brown ones. I only don't like peanut ones. I like the milk chocolate M&Ms. I don't like really the peanut ones.
Peanut butter for me.
I don't like peanut butter and chocolate, so I didn't like
the OG ones, man. Like everything else is fake.
I don't like Reese's Pieces and all that. My daughter, when she's in America, my oldest, she's always like, or if I'm there, and she'd be like, "Oh, Mum, bring me back Reese's Pieces." I'm like, ugh, they're horrid. But yeah, she does love peanut butter. No, I was just saying that with we're going to do a prediction show, and we're going to predict the whole card for the 23rd. So we're doing predictions, not just of the main event of them two, but we're going to predict the whole card, which will be fun. Maybe I get people on the phone line. Maybe people jump on and off the panel, in the panel, chill on the panel, whatever. But I think that should be a really good show. Friday night.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Can we buy that ahead of time? I just want to go ahead and buy it and get it over.
No, you can, because Lisa bought it.
You could.
Lisa bought it already.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy it when we get off here, so I got that locked and loaded.
So you got it locked and loaded.
I hate when it comes on, I'm spinning there fumbling, trying to, Me
too. Me too. Oh my God, I'm going to miss it. Yeah, I know. I might just lock and load it in as well and just buy it.
I usually wait till the day of, so there's no shenanigans.
Yeah, so in case it doesn't happen, you don't need a refund. Yeah, you don't. Sometimes, I wait till the day of. How much is it for you guys to buy it? Is it this one cheaper, or is it?
Well, it comes in a 40 for us, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I
Oh,
heard.
okay,
So
that's fine
yeah,
then.
that's awesome. I love that. So
Yeah, that's good for us. It is. It's. I can't believe that they're setting it. They're setting it cheaper than what you would even pay to watch Anthony Joshua by himself. Like Anthony Joshua used to be £20, 19.99. Then he went up to like £24.99 or something like that. Right? This fight is £20 and 99 pence, or either £21 and 99 pence. That is under $25. And even $40 for that card is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I think
no
they just want. I think the Saudis don't be trying to price gouge you. They want everybody to watch it. So
They just want everyone to watch it. It's soul entertainment, isn't it? That
yeah,
it's about. Fuck
that's
it
why I
for
said on last when people were like, "Oh, they didn't sell." Like they don't care. This is just little gravy on top. They want people to come watch the shit. Like, bro, if y'all, look, to be honest, if they could have these fights in a stadium where just them sitting there watching it, they wouldn't give a damn. They want to see the fights.
Yeah. It'd be 5 of them, their brother, their sister. This is why entertainment. It cost us 60 million. We don't care. We're you lot are our toys. Yeah, we got the money. You lot play and we watch. That's all it is with the Saudis. I ain't mad at it. It's whatever. Get the bag. Get the fucking bag. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna predict the whole card on Friday. Yeah, which will be fun. So everybody can tap in, drop the link, whatever. Everybody come in. Like, don't be shy and be afraid and scared. Yeah, and we'll get predictions in like that. But yeah, but that's it. I think we've had a fucking amazing, tidy show. I usually don't go as long as this, but I didn't mind in this instance 3 hours and 45 minutes. I usually keep them wrapped up 2.5 hours. Sometimes I stretch at 3, but I mean, as long as there's stuff to talk about, I thought it was a stacked week. We had some good fights. So, we was in the building. It's the weekly wrap up. Shiggity, shiggity, shiggity. Yeah, shiggity, shiggity. All right, I would like to thank King of King for being on the panel. Thank you so much, Edward. Massively appreciate it.
Everybody have a good night.
Salute to you, and I'll see you soon.
Later.
We're here, but we're not queer, but we're here. King just a big person. I want to thank Kenny Ken as well. Kenny Ken, that was amazing. Thank you for riding with us as well as usual. Kenny Ken is in the building. I have to always thank my equally important, like he's my rider, he's my co-host, he's all of the above, he's my mate, he's my friend, I love him, I adore him, and his name is AJ Charlie. Where can they find you, Alex?
Thank you, Chad. Here on the lives, as you know, and I don't really frequent Twitter as much anymore, but so
yeah. Unless it's a retweet that you see of something funny that I've said or something, or whatever, or someone said. Yeah, that's about it. Twitter's a cesspool of negativity.
Toxic, very toxic.
Very toxic. But yeah, you find AJ floating about, couple panels. You know what I mean? You're definitely here. Definitely hear those. So guys, if you want to find AJ, he's here. That's it. That's all that matters. He's here.
Closing message to that guy in the comments. My name is Spay, not Spray. I think I might have to correct you about that before, so I don't know if you can't read or you're just trying to troll, but it's Spay, not Spray.
Fight Night on PS2 was my shit, yeah, with Mike Tyson. That was heavy, Kamara. Sorry. The Stepping Racer. You got a really nice name, so it looks like what do you do? The grown-ups are looking for boxing games too. The ones for the PS5 look hella whack. Sorry, I didn't see the chat. Yeah, I'm just catching up on y'all now. Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, we'll do it together then. Mike Tyson. Was this one? Mike Tyson's Punch Out was the one that was Mike Tyson. The other one didn't have
that was way before my time. I think came out a long time ago.
Tyson's Punch Out. Yeah, AJ, it was all like that. Block. And it looked like it was great graphics then. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Sister Bales. Yeah, thank you for manning the chat. And, you know, when we have good shows like this, sends everybody off in a good mood. So, AJ, I'd like to thank you, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Catch you in the chat for sure.
Yeah, love you.
Till tomorrow, love you too.
Yeah, I do. Someone has to.
I'll let you know about times later as well. So
yes, please. And there's a link that you were supposed to send me as well. Was it a link of games or something? I forget. You might have to go back.
Yeah, but the death battle match, right? I'll send you that. Yeah. So
yeah, put it on note. Okie dokes. All right,
got
then.
you covered. Holla.
Bye, babes.
AJ's left the boot.
Okay. Yeah, the old school M&Ms. Yeah. That guy, that's right. Don't piss off AJ. You spell his name correctly. I'm the same. Give me 2 N's. I worked hard for fucking 2 N's. LadyChann, my sister. AJ, my bra. And Lada K-O-K in the building. Okie dokes. Never did Facebook or Twitter. Them hate fest. AJ Olympian, gold medalist, legend, the good, and he in the history books. Yep, that's right. He's in the Buddhism. Too old for all that. I know. Frank Wankett. Dr. P, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you for the super chats. Massively appreciated. And we will be, don't worry, we're doing the King TJ. Like I said, it will be in the first week of February. Thank you for the links already. So sweet. So, guys, I'm going to call the members only as I do. Guys, if you would like to join the members, we are having some new guests. And they will only solely be on members only for the first and foremost, because I've given you Hall of Famers. I've given you Kenny Bayless. I've given you Jack Reese. I've given you Shane Mosley. I've given you Roy Jones Jr. There's actually a Hall of Fame playlist. I've given you Steve Cunningham. I've given you everyone from Fabio Wardley to Natasha Jonas to fucking everybody. Come on. I'm giving you everyone. So come on. Let's ride with a bitch now, shall we? And let's be fair. It's going to members only. A little price of a coffee a month, and you good. You get to see everything in real time. And I even let my audience sometimes talk to the legends as well. We do members only lives as well. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let's go through the members only, which is Dub Right Side in the Buddhism, Monica Watson in the Buddhism, Donna Banks DP in the Buddhism, Stephen T in the Buddhism, Sarah K in the Buddhism, my sister Queen Lisa Bales in the Buddhism, Nesda Bedford, what up Nesda in the Buddhism, what up blood, what up gangster, Retro Boxing and Documentaries, go and check out his channel. Banging boxing documentaries. Please go and check him out. He has 2 channels, the one where everybody hangs out and we talk boxing, and the other one where he shows us boxing from the past, the history. Thank you, blood. Conshawnery in the Buddhism. Ricky Ricardo, mi hermano, in the Buddhism. We've got Harlem's Finest, my sister Artin and Let in the Buddhism. D-Star Boxing, mi hermano. I'll be on his channel on Wednesday. Check that out in the Buddhism. Roundtable. AJ all day. Thank you so much. Lovely. Thank you for being on the panel in the Buddhism. Charlo in the Buddhism. King TJ, RIP in the Buddhism. And upload type El Primero. Ya tú sabes. El edificio. And last but not least, Wales and Cardiff's finest. It's this Dr. P, Dr. Paul in the Buddhism. I'd like to thank you for the super chats coming from Dr. P, AJ All Day. Massively appreciated. I want to thank the panel members, AJ All Day, Kenny Ken, of course, and King of King joined me in the Buddhism. Thank you very much. Massively appreciated. You guys are amazing. So, you know, I'm only here. Very good. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, that's right. You know, I'm only here to tell the truth. The whole... And, you know, make sure my fucking lead works. So help me God.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red? You don't have to answer that question. I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
They can't handle the truth. But the truth is, you have to find the knowledge, and knowledge is what?
Knowledge is key.
That's right. So for Guan, and I say for Guan.
So if it's Guan, not for that say nothing because nothing not a Guan. Lock off your eyes, cost me, make you talk.
Them like we win a like them. Oh yeah, make sure you vote for my friend Flodan for he's up for Best Crime Act Mobile Awards. Make sure you do it, okay? Don't let me have to come after y'all.
Them not like me, some not like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Roast raised man, wanna inform up, bun Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's dropping flight.
Recuérdame, mi gente, estoy lista para ti, para todos, para mi gente del mundo, mi gente de boxeo también. Ok, estoy lista siempre para ti. Always ready.
Listos para los chingazos! Listos para los chingazos!
Anyway, I am that bitch, always been that bitch, always will be that bitch. I am the female Svengali. I applied for the position and I got the job. You were about to lose your job. You were about to lose your job. Yeah, swipe more than one foul motherfucking swoop, okay?
It's hype, you suck at life, you don't want a round three. Worship the queen and you might pass. Keep it real, these chicks couldn't wipe my anyway, now let's go get Bulgari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chickens can't even spell that. You hoes fucking repel that.
Just remember where we are. We're at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity, shiggity, Oh yeah, sorry, I was looking at the TV. Shouts out to you, Team Fatty. There's actually a show about me behind me. There's a show while I was live. I saw it. I was on the thumbnail. I was like, oh no, what's happened now? So yeah, I'm actually gonna head over to another show, and I think I'm going to have to be in the firing line. I'm on the battlefield, but you know, I was born to this, so you can fuck with me anyway. Look, on the road to undisputed. Back with the lights, girl. Lights are blinding my eyes. All right, so enough playing around, guys. You've been amazing. This has been a fucking fun stream. I've had fun. So thank you for everybody for participating. Thank you for your eyes for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And think about joining the membership where there will be goodies and members only lives. Okay, so anyway, I'm gone. Hey, you girl, it's LadyChann rep nonetheless. Come box with Chan. Gyan. Okay, LadyChann has left the booties in. Gyan. LadyChann.
Fight.